Rachel, you look like a penguin.
Am I supposed to be on this top level?
I'm not sure where we're supposed to be.
Said we can be anywhere we want to be on this map, because this is our home.
No.
This is the underground.
Most likely.
All right. So, yes, this is underground. If you guys remember, I'll give you a quick rebriefing. Humanity and all civilization was forced underground after one big event. Nobody's quite sure. Well, none of you are quite sure on what it was or know the lore behind it. Pretty much, you just know that you've been raised or lived underground since you could remember. Jesus, I think none of you guys went old characters, did you?
No.
I don't think I gave my character an age.
Human, you're an elf. Okay. I'll play with that later. Was Arashi playing with us?
No, he just joined, but we
Oh,
had
okay.
access to everything.
I was like, damn, is he playing a Minotaur? That's not... Okay, cool. Yep, then... Noon, how old is your character, just out of curiosity?
She's 32.
Oh, cool. Then, yeah, we're all good. So, yeah, none of you guys really know the cause or anything about it. I thought so, but I just wanted to double check on all that information. But otherwise, yeah, so this is just your underground home. You've lived here for a couple years. Just a standard cave.
Ooh.
So we'll get started in just a moment. I gotta get the last few items prepped, and then it will be good to go. Are you guys ready for this? You pumped? You jazzed?
I mean, I just woke up, so yeah.
I literally took
Perfect.
I literally took today off work so that I would be ready for this.
Oh, strictly for this.
I took a nap before this.
Dude, I was so tempted to take a nap before this. It was unbelievable, but instead I played Hearthstone because I knew if I woke up, my brain would be scattered about.
I mean, technically it's a national holiday today, so I didn't really take the day off just for this, but
I don't know which one that is, but that's fine because it's probably Canadian only.
it's our Independence Day.
Isn't that Boxing Day?
No.
Oh.
We just call it Canada Day because we're too lazy to name things.
Boxing Day is their Black Friday, and it's in January.
Boxing Day is in December. It's the day after Christmas.
Wow.
Oh, is it December?
Yeah.
But don't you guys have a
So
different
what-
date for Christmas?
No, 25th, just like yours.
Jesus
You
was
guys-
born on the same day for everyone.
False. They have one day where it's not the same time. Was it Thanksgiving? When is
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Our Thanksgiving is a month ahead of yours.
Yeah,
That's
because
what it
they're
is.
not very thankful.
Yeah, it took them a little
Well,
longer to be thankful.
It took you a little longer to be thankful. Our Thanksgiving is in October. Yours is in November.
Well, everybody's premature sometimes. Perfect.
Well, we do our Thanksgiving earlier because if we waited till November, we'd have nothing to eat because it would have all died under the snow.
All right. So, you guys ready to start this wonderful campaign?
Yes.
Yes.
Ed is ready to go.
Ed.
Perfect. Then, yeah, it is about midday. You all have gathered just inside the town, and you can begin your day. You have no responsibilities for the day. It's your day off just to relax.
Can you
I
take
have
me?
a question for the DM.
What's up?
How do we know that it's midday if we're underground?
You have a sense of time. There's a, I don't know, say there's a clock on the tower. There's a clock on the church.
Wow.
Shut your mouth.
Can you take me out of GM mode so I don't see stuff?
Oh yeah, you guys have probably all seen the surprise.
Can't you do that yourself?
Yeah, you can do it yourself if you just change your role to player.
Okay. There it goes.
That being said, you still technically have GM rights, so yeah.
I don't anymore.
I took it away from all of you.
Yeah.
Bad players.
I want to be able to hit
You all-
tab and not see stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure you've already seen it. It's absolutely monstrous. But anyways, metagaming, bad, be gone.
Yeah, I
Let us
didn't go
begin.
looking for
Be
surprises.
gone, thought.
Well, do we all know each other?
Yeah, you guys have lived in town for quite a bit. You're all pretty much, yeah, you've been trained and all that together. It's just common place
Uh,
for human survival.
so
Slash.
you guys would know that Ned, is not a very good fighter. He's very ugly.
He does look
Yeah.
very ugly.
I can't move my character.
Oh, I didn't give you guys. You guys didn't claim him. I guess I should have.
No.
Let's see here. So sister, that goes to Noon. Kenshin.
Because I have a 7 charisma.
Oh, okay. So all of you have control of your own characters now, right?
Yeah, I set it up for everybody. I missed Rachel because I didn't know what her character was.
Gotcha. Okay. So what are you guys doing?
So we have a church, like a bar area.
Yep. You have a church. You have an eating location. You have a farm. The sort of meeting hall, blacksmith,
Okay.
a small learning area, and a hospital.
Should we introduce ourselves to each other?
If you would like.
Well, I am Sister Tashti. I'm a Kalistar, however you say it, race, and I'm wearing nun's robes because I'm a nun, and I'm a very severe looking nun, like the stereotypical kind. Like she's gonna smack you on the wrist with a ruler if you say something stupid.
Fantastic.
And she's a cleric of the order. Is that what it?
Yes.
Something order. I have to learn how she works. Order domain, that's what it is. So, is there like I guess she could belong to this church over here? Or if there's like a cloister, some sort, or she could, well, her backstory is that she got kicked out from her nunnery because the leadership was doing things they shouldn't. Like, I want to say something like money laundering or something ridiculous like that. And she called them out on it and they kicked her out.
Yes, which is not this city. It is a different one.
Yeah. On our own. Looking to right the world's wrongs.
Cool.
Next.
Well, I'm Kenshin, a samurai, wearing a samurai robe. I came to this town probably several years ago and settled here. And you guys would know that he's partially blind, where he sees only grays and different shades of it, and outlines and silhouettes of people and objects.
We have a dog like that.
All right. And
Chris
finally-
Mora. I just go by Chris because I'm too lazy to say my whole name all the time. I am a drow elf, and I practice warlockery. Warlockery.
My name is Ned. and I like to protect people. I'm not a very good fighter. I'm very ugly. I don't like to take off my helmet for any reason. You'll occasionally catch me sleeping with just my helmet on because my face is barely deformed, and I hate talking to people. Even though that my family was royalty at some point, is no longer important to anybody these days, and I only like to slash things.
Is that what your helmet actually looks like, or does it look different than that?
I like this. It looks very regal.
Okay.
So this is what I look like. Except I have a scimitar instead of a sword. I'm a champion fighter. Like I get some slashing bonus for being a human variant. I've learned things living down here. But I am hungry. Where do I go to eat around this place? Do I go this way?
Yes. You would know the large cave on the right is a mess hall.
It's lunchtime, right? We know that it's midday.
It's about midday.
Is these glowing crystals the entrance to the cave?
No, that's actually a growing
Okay, gotcha.
stone. The entrance is the giant platform.
Okay. What do we have to eat around here, Mason?
Haha, it's good to see you, Ned. We got the usual. We got some mushroom stew, broth of mushroom. We did get some cabbage in today, so we could throw in some of that with you, but it's mostly just mushrooms like yesterday and the day before.
Okay. Does it cost me anything?
No, this
Okay.
is
A survival city. Alright. Well, I'll eat some mushroom stew. Nom 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 nom.
Mason continues just talking to Tanner.
And Ken comes over and asks, "I'll have some mushroom as well."
You look like He-Man.
He does actually, yeah.
I was trying to find a figure that's two-handed sword or something. Closest thing I could come up with.
Sister, are you eating anything?
Today's a fasting day for.
Yikes. That's gotta be rough.
Do
It's the life.
do we hear what they're talking about between Tanner and Mason?
Would you like to attempt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, make a perception check. 15. Yeah, they're not really hiding it, so you can hear it. Tanner and Mason, they're just kind of casually chatting about the forge, and Tanner says to Mason, he's up there working with that damn machine again. He's always on and on about how it's better. It doesn't need the mushrooms. It doesn't need mushrooms. And Mason's like, I think it's nice he's got some friends up there. And they just keep on talking about the blacksmith and his newest toy.
Do we know about it?
Uh, you just know that he's recently built himself a sort of a robot. It's kind of puts you in mind of a Warforged, but it's not its own sentience. It just follows basic commands to help him gather materials.
That's something interesting. Tell these guys, hey, that the blacksmith has something interesting. Seems like a robot that can do some simple labor. Should we go check it out?
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Nothing new ever happens down here. Why not? Let's go take a look.
Where
And the blacksmith is back towards the. It'd be the northwest side of the cave in the upper levels.
I have no idea what a robot is. I 7 intelligence, so I am very eager to see it. Is it up the ramp?
Yeah, it's up the ramp. Oh, how fast as hell!
Uh, Guys, you're so slow. Let's go. Let's look at whatever this robot thing is.
patience is a virtue.
Come on, you penguin.
She's stuck under the stairs.
Um,
You got stuck underneath the stick.
help.
All right. So as you guys come up to the entrance, the air here is super hot. He's been pounding away on metal all day, just forging swords and some armors. You've known him. He made a bit of your guys' gear each. And you just look inside and you see the blacksmith Brent just tweaking a little bit on his newest toy. He's sitting there a little excited.
I walk over to him and ask where he found this uh, robotic man, this metal man.
Hey, Chris. I've finally completed him. I just did a little more tweaking. He's a little better now.
So weird. His name is Chris.
What were you saying? I'm sorry. I was playing with him.
Where'd you get this metal man from?
Metal man. I'll have you know his name is Clank. Hello, I am Clank. I found he was brought down in a junk heap from some of the soldiers that we sent up above. They said they found him just lying about, so I threw in a few parts and pieces, and now he is here. He is Clank. Hello, I am Clank.
Hi, Clank. What do you do around here?
Hello, I am Clank.
Mm.
Not a big talker.
I am
seems
Ken.
to be, yeah, seems to be about as intelligent as our buddy Ned over here.
Ooh, rocks. Mind you,
Brent,
I have a +1 intelligence. I'm just not a big talker.
Smarter than me.
Brent pipes in. He's not made to talk. He's made to work. You see, it gets hot in here, and I need to go on breaks every once in a while. So he just pounds away on the swords and every few things. He's quite nifty to have about the shop. So what brings you all up to my shop this afternoon?
Metal man.
Well, we heard of this metal man, and we wanted to see what it was all about.
Ah, yes, he's quite fascinating. Truly state-of-the-art technology. We're blessed to have him join our community.
How far
That is all he
away?
does.
How far away was he found outside of the cave?
I didn't ask, if I'm being honest. You could probably ask the soldiers when they get back from their
That
scouting today.
please, you guys.
I don't know what happened to her.
Didn't hear what Noon said.
Something about losing us.
All right, sorry guys. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry about that. But yeah,
Can you
so
hear me?
Now we can.
yeah, there you are. So yeah, just he basically says, the scouting party will be back. Blah 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 blah. We'll be back this evening. If you want to ask them, I didn't figure to ask. I was so excited.
Interesting. What's the scouting party doing when they go out other than scouting? What are they looking for? Do we know?
You guys would know that the scouting parties go out about once every week or two to try to find ancient, technologies and things to bring back to hopefully protect yourselves and better the civilization, and to get resources to build armor and weapons.
Have we ever been on a scouting mission?
You guys personally haven't, but you've been trained by some of the soldiers to could in the future go out.
Ask these guys, maybe we should start going on scouting mission and might find some treasures.
Yes, treasures like this metal man here could be useful to us.
Hello, I am Clank.
That would clink like a friend.
Clank is friend.
And his friend too.
I slowly walk away from the creepy robot thing.
Clank starts shoveling some more coals into the fire. Is there anything else I can do for you kids before you leave? Says Brent.
No, Brent, it's good to see you have a friend. I'll be on my way. And I kind of mutter to myself, man, that guy is weird. Is friends with some, metal dude.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
Okay. My laptop freaked out. I was trying to look up the name of my god, and I was going to ask if he'd like to learn more about such and such god, and like give him a pamphlet.
Are you talking to Brent or Clank?
Clank. Well, both of them, whatever.
Okay. Brent takes it and he sets it in the stack that you have given him throughout the week.
Okay.
And Clank tanks it. And he throws him in the fire with the coal, like, "Hello, I
Oh.
am Clank."
All right then. Blessed day to you both. I don't know where everyone went.
I walked out and walked down. Because I got creeped out by the robot.
Where's the P?
What is behind this cage here?
That is the That's the way down to the next city over.
Okay. How are our relations with those people?
All the cave cities that are next to each other, neighboring. Everyone's pretty kind and to each other. They just trade resources, and you guys being a smaller one, you're not too well noticed. They just bring you the occasional basic living necessities.
Okay. So we don't want to go murder all of them.
You don't have any reason to yet. I mean, if you want to, that's up to you. But I would say
You don't have any reason to yet.
Yeah, wow.
Are you sure I don't have a reason to? Seems like they have a lot of good supplies over there. So the platform, is it to the northeast that leads out of the cave?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the way. Yes,
Okay.
the northeast is the way that leads up into the surface,
Gotcha.
which you all know not to go to because you're not a scouting party. It's Maze Runner type shit. Do you have rolls?
Do I know
Would you
where the headquarters or the place where the scouting party is at?
Um, so the scouting party is just normal citizens, but you know that General Tullius is the gentleman that forms and sends out these parties, and his establishing areas
Please let there be
are
dragons.
right
Please let
above
there
the
be
nursery.
dragons.
Well, not the nursery, the hospital to the southwest, straight across the bridge from the blacksmith. Are you all headed there, or are you all headed to different places?
I'm just
Um,
hanging out in the church at the moment.
Okie doke. And then, Ned, what are you doing?
I'm kind of just exploring. And I see Sister standing there in the middle of the cave. Sister, do you preach at this church?
when I'm allowed in, I don't really belong there, but um, I'll sneak in and do some preaching when I can,
Ah,
or just wherever I see some people.
gotcha.
All right, so we'll start with, let's go Chris Mora. Chris, for short. As you walk in, you see Father Jeremiah sitting behind the altar. He is currently speaking
I'm only
to.
going to be a substitute.
Zoom
I'm
too
gonna
far.
not do too much
Just
story
one of the
stuff.
local women of the
Let
town.
them drive
She
it.
typically does the farming.
Okay, I just take a seat back here in on one of the benches and silently pray to my patron.
As you pray, you hear him preaching aloud. It's his normal sermon, but this time he starts getting a little deep into it as he's shouting out, "Oh, the plagues on the surface grow worse by the day. The darkness, it envelops more land before thine holy's eyes. The light shall come again to purify these dark evils, and shall bring us back to the surface, once came, to reclaim the holy lands." And he just continues on with his preaching.
Fantastic. I just continue to sit here speaking to my patron.
Alrighty. So then Nerd and Sister are still talking, so I'm just gonna jump up to Kenshin. All right, so you walk in and you see General Tullius standing there, looking a bit frustrated, staring at the battle maps.
Hey, General.
Ah, Kin, there's been no better time for you to arrive. Where's your friends?
They're around town. Is there something troubling you? I
There's,
came to make a request.
we'll get to your request in just a moment. I have some urgent matters. One of our men have arrived from the scouting party, and they bring dire news. Uh, can you gather your friends? Are they well? Are they able to do some exploration and reconnaissance?
I'll go look for them and I'll bring them back. Just give me a few minutes.
Please make it quick. We are not in good standings.
Then I go around and gather everybody, telling them that there's something urgent that the general needs to talk to us about. We should report to him.
Do we see this general as like a leader?
He's kind of he's sort of the leader of the town because this town's only really good for its scouting missions and there's not much to it. He's just kind of the more figurehead, the one that makes kind of the big decisions. So yeah, kind of a leader.
Okay.
So are you all going or
Yeah, I made it up here.
okay?
Yeah, just assume I walked up there. I'm looking up deities at the moment.
Okay. I will move your character for you just to have you all in a general area. Maybe? I'm not good at moving characters. All right. So as you all arrive, yeah, I'm leaving you here. You're fine. General Tullius gets you all gathered. I'm thankful for all of you to have shown up. It seems we've had an issue at the mouth of the cave. There seems to have been an ambush set up and an encampment made by some of the unsavory fellows on the surface. And I'm afraid all but one were captured. Uh, and we need someone to head up there and check out what the situation is. Are you up for this task?
Maybe.
Is it dangerous?
There's always danger when headed towards the surface. Uh, but we've trained you. We believe that we've got you well equipped and ready for this sort of mission. You'd be doing us a great service going up there. Plus, they say a few might still be alive. We really need these men back. We cannot risk another life.
I say, I'm I'm willing to help you guys out.
What do we get?
Uh, I'm willing to assist, I suppose.
Do we know what to expect up there?
Well, the reports have said that they're mostly a small group of goblins, but there was something else among them, as if they were organized. And that is what has made us fall so hard to this terrible, terrible tragedy. But we aren't quite sure what is up there besides for the goblins.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
seeing as you guys are, well enough trained, I'm sure they won't pose an issue.
I squint at him through my helmet. I'm gonna roll an insight check to see if he's lying to me.
Okay. 17. You you know he's being a little disingenuous towards you because he's overseen a bit of your training. He knows your fighting needs a little more touch up work, but he is sincere that he needs the help.
Hmm. All right. I'm sure I had some friends that went away. Guess I'll go help. I say grudgingly.
Thank you for your service, Ned.
It just doesn't care.
I tell the general as I turn around, this will cost you something for my service.
When you make it back, we will have a feast, one of many meats and delicacies.
I need a lot of mushrooms.
Get the fancy mushrooms. No skimping on our stew.
And sister, before you leave, are you here, sister?
Shit.
Yes.
Okay.
If they are injured and need assistance, please heal them proper, not with words, but with real healing. Thank you.
I'll work the ways of the god Fultus in whatever way I can.
That is all.
use not just with words, use actual healing. That's good.
So, are we heading for this entrance here?
I assume that's where we're supposed to go.
Yes. You may head to the entrance.
Cave is very big. We should have great calves walking through.
It is a massive cave. It's very not well seated. All right, so you guys all gonna head out?
Yes.
Perfect.
Look at you, the board change like a big boy.
Wow. You know what I forgot to do? Oh my gosh.
Make us all unique characters.
Yes, that's exactly what I forgot to
I
do.
did that for the three of us.
Oh, you did do it for three of them?
I didn't do it for Rachel's character.
Wow.
You just completely left out Rachel for all of this.
I didn't know where her character was.
All right. Let's see here. GM tools. Make unique. Awesome.
Jeez.
Now we can go back to the proper board. All right. So as you guys arrive, I gotta get this all. Let me go to build mode.
The only thing my character is really good at is seeing if people are sus or not.
Alrighty. I'll get you guys called here in just a moment.
Oh, you gotta be quick with these board changes.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm trying
Man.
to find the call players. Where's the same thing?
Be
There it is.
some players, yeah.
There we go. Awesome. It was only like a 2-minute. I'm sorry. Alrighty. So as you guys have followed the path, just straight up, it's pretty much just a straight path to the surface. You see a small hole in the wall, and you hear some jabbering and some clanging of just swords, and you hear goblins just on the other side of the hole.
Okay, sweet.
I'm gonna
Uh,
approach it. And
Blasphemous creatures.
Good thing you told us they were goblins, because I was going to run in and be like, "Oh, hey, it's our
Hi,
scouting party,
guys."
guys. We need you to come back."
Yeah, no, you can tell it's goblins. They are quite noisy and obvious. So are you guys sneaking, or are you just headstrong?
I walked in. I'd,
I'm right behind them. Hi, boys.
Oh boy,
As you come in, all
I
right, stop
follow
right
these.
there.
I follow these fools.
All right, so as you guys walk in, one goblin turns and he goes in surprise, not expecting any more people. And let's roll for initiative.
Huzzah.
I don't know if I rolled or not.
ooh, it's bad. 4.
Okay, I got this.
What's going on?
Oh, I
Okay.
think he's rolling for each of them.
Yeah.
No, not that. I'm trying to figure out why my dice wasn't rolling. I rolled a 20.
Off to a
Cool.
good start in this campaign with a 1.
I rolled that dice 3 times before it actually rolled dice. So
Alrighty, so let's get some digits going. What did you guys roll?
20.
And 16.
4.
Okay, so I got high.
Kill them all.
Which one was your character? Let's see here. Who was Ken? So commercials there. 4. Sister, what did you roll?
She rolled a 1.
Okay.
She has a 0 initiative, so she is going last. We're trying, dude. We just got started.
2.
I just woke up like 45 minutes ago, so we got a little bit late because he was
Alrighty.
short on people, so.
Ned, you are up.
Nope. Chris is up.
So first things first, you should probably. Nah, you're all good. You're good. Go.
Ed's up first?
Nope. Chris is
You
up.
rolled a 20, right?
No,
No, I
Double A
rolled a
rolled a
20.
20.
Oh, Jesus.
You rolled a 16.
I rolled a 16.
My bad. Sorry.
Okay.
Perfect. Chris, you're up. You guys have just walked in and startled the shit out of some goblins.
These goblins are obviously not friendly.
I
So,
don't know what would tell you that. It's so impossible.
I like
to
what he did with the fire.
yeah.
Racist.
Bonfire.
Yeah. I mean, we're in a friggin' we're in combat. They can't be friendly. If we were, they would be friendly. We would be in combat.
This is the end times.
Yeah. That too. Let me figure out what these friggin' spells I have are.
Eldritch Blast.
You know, I mean that would be the obvious thing to do.
I mean, unless you're playing a character and not playing it the stereotypical way.
Yeah, let's do an Eldritch Blast. Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
For sure. Alrighty. Let's Eldritch Blast. Is that my roll or your roll? It's yours. correct?
So range spell attack. Yeah.
Go for it.
If I can figure out how that works in this friggin' thing. Come on.
So how much is each tile? I presume 5 feet.
Oh, it's 5. Yes. Did I not set that?
You did not.
It's unfortunate. No, a tile is 5 feet. Thank you.
How about a nat 20?
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful.
It's on the guy
Oh yeah.
that
who
I
you
can
rolled that on?
see.
So the one straight ahead.
This one here where I just put the 4 dice.
Oh, Goblin 3.
Oh, so Goblin 3.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about it.
Yeah, you
Tab
can
to see
tab.
their names. Goblin 3. Yeah.
Okay. So then let's see here. So max damage. I do it in a nerd's way. It's just so easy to remember. Max damage, and then plus your roll dice.
That would be a 12.
Alrighty. So with 12 damage, he is just astonished, and then poof, you just absolutely decimated with your Eldritch Blast.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
That is gonna be all because I don't know what I have for bonus actions. So for now, that's gonna be all. Oh, actually,
Well-
wait. No, it's not.
Oh,
I see where my bonus actions are listed.
you do that. I'm gonna change
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's it for now.
Alrighty, then next up is Ned. Ned, what are you doing here, man?
I no longer have control over my character.
That's odd.
Change to the next person.
Oh
in the
yeah,
order,
go
and
to
back.
Gobbles and now go back. Nope, still no control. Do I have permission? Oh, there we go. That works.
I had to go back and forward.
Full 6 tiles. Then I will hold my action, which will be a scimitar attack for one of them to get within 5 feet of me.
Alrighty. So now it's the goblin's turn. He is going to, of course, see you pull up. So he's going to just, let's see here, how far is that? Should be plenty close enough.
Oh, yeah.
3 tiles, 15 feet. Yep. So he's going to run up to you.
Then I'm going to hit him.
Awesome. Roll for your attack.
On 19 or 20. Balls. And I swing and miss.
What is your attack?
With my scimitar, I rolled a big old 9.
Yep. So you swing in the air and it just swings just over the top of his head. And in retaliation, he's going to swing his scimitar right back at you. Yeah, and he's also gonna just swing just a little off to the side of you, just swiping at your clothes.
You're trained by the same person.
You're as good as a goblin. Next up is gonna be Goblin 1. He's gonna see this awkward fighting going on, and he's gonna pull out his bow. Unfortunately, they don't have goblins with bows, so it's. Oh yeah, they do. Never mind. Whatever. Anyways, he's using a bow, and he's gonna take a pot shot at Kenshin here. And he's gonna absolutely whiff that shot. He's just goes pink pink, bounces off a wall next to him. Stop, Goblin 2.
He's doing a pretty good job so far. He did a good job last time.
Begin heading that way.
This one
10,
shot. So, he's
20.
getting into the swing of things still. Of us
Run up here. He's gonna run up
having a
here
more
real quick.
open story.
Scutter in.
He did the one shot, so
And he's going to start pointing at Kenshin.
they really do not like you.
All right, Kenshin, you're up. What you doing?
Kenshin. Hold on. Let me see. This should have enough movements like that, right?
Yeah. Do you guys remember the quick way to change it from? Remember we did it once.
It'd be in the
It's in-
settings, I think.
Oh, units.
In the top left settings.
I am gonna go run over here, and then with my longsword and pretending it's a katana, I will strike.
So we have a samurai champion, warlock, and a cleric.
Yep, and that hits. Roll for damage. 5. Alrighty. You
Damage.
slash right into his chest, and he's heavily damaged, but he's still sitting there, just ready to fight.
Critical. And it's per turn. Creature. So this guy, his damage, his movement reduces by 10 feet till the start of my next turn. Well, that's my slasher feat.
I have that same
Nice.
feat.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Nice.
Alrighty. Anything else for you?
And I don't think I have anything else. Oh, I stare at this goblin and end my turn.
Alright. After you sliced him, his arm went down, and he's still picking it up, and he's still pointing at you. Alright, sister, you're up.
All right. Question.
What's
How
up?
do I get my ruler to change from measuring tiles to feet?
He has to reload the entire board, most likely.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
I already changed it.
So
But-
that's 45
Alright.
feet. So it's 5 foot per tile.
All right. We're gonna try Toll the Dead cantrip.
Ooh.
So we need Gobblesworth. He has taken damage, right?
No.
Cobblesworth has not. They've been flailing at each other.
Goblin 2,
Okay.
the one in front of Kenshin has.
Yes.
Alright, so I need Goblin 2 to make a wisdom saving throw. And my spell save
gonna fail.
DC is 13.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
Fails.
fails.
So then he's gonna take 1d12
1d8.
necrotic. No, it's because he's taken damage.
Okay, that's cool.
Did it roll?
I
See
think
it
it
sitting there.
No,
I
it
don't
didn't
see
finish
it.
rolling. You can roll again. See
Okay,
if it
that was
takes.
weird.
Yeah, that was.
He also rolled
odd.
oh no, that's.
Did it roll? There we
There we
go.
Hmm?
6
All
points of necrotic damage.
All right. So as you cast your spell, the sounds of bells ring through the air, and the goblin, still clinging to life barely, grabs his head as he just sits there, going insane until he just collapses on the ground.
Okay, cool. And then
Alright.
let's see. I will move. I think
You
I
kinda-
can move
There you go.
up to here-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. Oh, let me click this. There we go.
Alrighty, Chris, you're up.
Yeah, no, again, that's not. Oh.
Yeah, you picked the
Yeah.
worst name possible. You did this to yourself, you doofus.
That's awesome.
So if you guys haven't
Yeah.
realized, that's my actual name.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was completely unintentional. I'm gonna move up to here. And then I'm going to think about my spells again before inevitably I Eldritch Blast the guy in the back. But before I do that, I am going to look at my other spells just to see. Okay, I see what that does. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just going to Eldritch Blast that guy in the back.
Okay, so Goblin 1.
Yeah, sure, that's his name.
Yep.
That is an 18 hit.
It hits. Y'all just flying through these goblins. No issues.
Takes 5 damage.
Some of us
Alright.
are.
So as you send this bolt of fire straight into him, he also just starts patting out flames, trying to panic a little, but yet still standing. Alright, anything else?
No.
Alright. Nerd, you're up.
Scimitar mess again, because I'm really good at combat. 12.
You once again slashing him, but he just sniffly dodges to the left and the right, just dodging your swings.
Whoever trained me is terrible.
I think it's
Remember how
another
that guy-
user error.
Remember how that guy was giving you not quite being honest.
Yeah. General Tullius.
Anything else, man?
No, I'm done.
All right.
Ooh,
I'm
you know
going
what?
to-
Actually,
Oh,
I'm going to action surge, and I get an extra action this turn because I really want to
Okay.
hit him.
sounds good. Yeah, do it.
You can
Probably.
certainly try.
It does a 15 hit.
It just barely hits.
For 4 points of slashing damage.
After watching you swing at him, he he starts to chuckle a little, and then you swing it back around and smack him just barely, and his stopping immediately stops. His laughing immediately stops.
And his speed is reduced by. Oh, I did not mean to move. His speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to need Chris to roll a perception check, please.
Okay. We are inside, correct?
We are inside of a cave. Yes.
It'll be a 10.
So the whole
Okay.
story is
So- Good
we
lord.
were forced underground
You
by
you hear some stumbling just
terrible
around the
things.
corner.
so
Um,
the more common human races all live underground now.
as
And the
quickly
monsters and stuff
darting
have
in
taken
front
over
of
the
you, and behind Noon.
normal Earth realm. I don't know what he's calling it.
Yes.
Sneaker.
Did it add him in there? No. There we go.
Wow, nice name.
Yes. I hate these guys so freaking much. So yeah, even though he is there. Actually, sister, can you give me? Fucking everybody, give me perception, please.
Another set perception.
Yes.
Me?
Yep, everybody.
Everybody. Okay. So, yeah. Anybody that rolled above a 10 is aware of him. Well, a 10 or higher is aware that he is there. Otherwise, you guys don't have a damn clue.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
Okay.
And Gobbles is going after it.
Yeah, you're focused on this, man. All right. Then Gobble's obviously a little pissed off that you just slashed him. He's going to take a swipe at you as well.
Oh, this is Chris.
And to no avail. He's so mad that he's just flailing at this point. Obviously undertrained.
I laughed back at him.
Goblin 1 is going to again fire another shot at Kenshi with his bow. Ooh. Does a 17 hit Kenshi?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. You're going to take 3 piercing damage as an arrow sinks into your right shoulder.
Boards so far aren't bad. They're a little big,
Um,
but he'll get used
I
to that.
notice little black silhouette behind me running towards Sister Di. Wait, Sister Ash.
Ashti?
Ashti.
I don't-
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I thought about changing it.
Why don't you ask what DoDo's real name is, and use that.
Just use it. Just a play on words of it.
And then with my long sword, I will slash at him.
That hits.
Still can't believe Double A actually
Alright.
used my name.
5 damage.
All right.
And then I am gonna action surge,
Okay. Yeah.
then attack him again.
I haven't been hit yet.
Beautiful. You love to see it.
Nope.
No.
Second one missed.
So you swipe through once and you smack him good, but then the second just whizzes by as you try to get the roundabout on it.
And
Anything
my
else?
turn. My
Awesome.
turn.
Sister, you are up. You are aware that Ken just ran straight by and started swinging.
So, Sister is ticked off at getting snuck up on. And she's gonna reach out and inflict wounds on this little creeper.
Ooh.
So let's make a melee spell attack.
Does she
So
get
let's
advantage?
see.
Sheesh.
Well, does a 17 hit?
17 already hits, yeah. I mean, if you want to roll again, you can for the nat 20 chance.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not quite familiar with the advantage yet.
That's if you're
I get-
doing the same rule that Nerd does, which is
Pack tactics.
flanking.
Alright, so we're gonna do 3d10 necrotic damage.
Ooh,
Nice.
beautiful. As you reach out, you just grab him by the throat and just simmer away at him as he's trying to rip away your hands as his body falls limp and hits the floor.
Okay.
All right. And before Chris
Oh,
makes
wait.
Oh, are you doing something else?
I can't cast another, like a cantrip, can I?
No.
No,
Because
because
I can only just move or
I
do a
think there's-
bonus action.
yeah,
I
you don't
think
have.
there's a
Right.
feat later that lets you do both, but
I'll learn how this game works eventually.
it's okay.
I'm
me
done
too.
then.
Hey, do you want to move up next to me?
Do you need help?
I mean, he's the last one that we know of, and I would get advantage, and you would get advantage on attacks.
I already ended my turn and I can't move myself.
All right. So before Chris makes his move, you guys hear from the back of the cave some deep rumblings. Okay. Continue.
The back of the cave, like behind me, or the back of the cave, like
North,
the far
the
side
north.
from where I am.
Yeah, the far side, the north side of this cave.
Like
You hear,
the earth is rumbling?
yeah, there's just a bunch of shaking and a bit of grumbles, loud noises, rumbling. Shit's getting real. Okay. Next up,
Fantastic.
what you doing there, buddy?
I heard those wicked bells earlier, and I was like, you know what, that sounds pretty cool. And I do the exact same thing and cast Toll the Dead on Gobblesworth.
Hey, Go ahead and roll for attack.
No, it's got to roll against my wisdom
Oh,
save.
my apologies. Yes. Yeah, he fails. Well,
And then he takes 4 points of damage, apparently.
all right. So the
Of
bells
necrotic damage.
ring through the air again, and this one drops his sword and falls to his knees, holding his head just as the last, and hits the ground limp.
I did it,
All right,
guys.
And
Oh, or yeah, Chris. Anything else? Sorry.
we can't see whatever's making the ground rumble up ahead, correct?
No, you cannot. You just know that there is some serious rumbles back there.
Okay. In that case, that's going to be it for my turn.
All right.
Like how we're all drawing lines.
It's a nice painting you're all doing. Ned, what you doing? You just
Well, I'm gonna
had
move
your-
up as soon as you let me.
Oh, I did, but there. Try it again. Anything?
Yep.
There we go. Yoink. I want to run up to this little booger, and I'm gonna try to attack him.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna probably miss with a 13.
Yeah, and your speedy haste running over to him, you slash and it just catches the slight end of his bow, but it does not hit him.
Then I shall be done.
All right. Next up, having your sudden movements on him, he quickly draws out his sword, and yeah, he's gonna take a slash at you. It's an 11 hit.
Does not.
Okay, I didn't think so. And then he's gonna shout out, just some random gibberish. Do any of you speak Goblin?
No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. So you would understand. They're all dead. We need more.
They're all dead. We need
Ken, you're up.
goblins?
Ken is just gonna dash this round to right behind this goblin.
Alright.
Then just looks at this and laughs at this little goblin. And ends his turn.
Alrighty. Sister, you're up.
Okay, let's. How far can. I can't math.
6 tiles is 30 feet.
Thank you.
Or you can dash for 12.
I don't know if I want to tap. It's awfully crowded up there. I didn't think about what I wanted to do yet. Go ahead and um. Nobody's got. Has anybody got hit yet?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I
Yes,
got hit.
actually. Yeah, Ken has been hit once with an arrow by this little bastard.
Okay. I'll toll the dead again because I like ringing these bells. It's wisdom saving throw, please.
Dun, 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 dun. 1.
All right.
Succeeds. What?
Has
Yeah,
this goblin taken damage?
he
He
has
has.
not.
He
he?
has. Yes.
Yes. Wait, when?
I cast
You did. You cast Soul on him,
yes.
yes. So he's already taken 1 hit from this, so yes.
8 points of necrotic damage.
Awesome. So this one having absolute fear in his eyes. These bells ring louder than ever, and he just hits the ground, rolling around until the rolling stops. Oh, I killed the wrong person.
Wow.
Well, it looks like you're re-rolling that character. The bell's a little too powerful this time.
Good bell.
Oh
Good
my-
bell.
That's like the shatter that brought the goddamn roof down on us.
Yeah, that was a player doing that. That wasn't the DM doing it.
Baloney. So then, after hearing these yells and the final breath pass, out walks this massive beast.
Huh.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, da-da-da-da.
Could you move me one tile next to Kenshin out of the fire where I was? Nope. Back one. Right there. That's good enough. There we go. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you, God.
of course. So, before you stands a large troll.
Mm-hmm.
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 Mm-hmm. What
What's
you
it
doing?
You're up, Chris.
I'm trying to figure out how far I can move.
30
What's the
feet,
troll doing?
unless you dash. He's just sort of walked out, and he's just.
I can't move my character.
Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna move like the battle along next time without.
There we go.
Yeah, I stopped. I just would ask if their turn is over, then I would manually do it because it's still buggy.
I'm gonna have to do that because it adds so many issues.
Okay, so I move up to here, and then I use a bonus action to hex this guy.
How far can that go?
90 feet, which is why I was measuring
Yep.
earlier. It was 200 feet or 100 feet from one side to the other. So, and we're gonna put that on his strength. We're gonna go with strength as his disadvantage for ability checks. And then I am going to sit here and again look at all my spells and be like, I don't know which one I'm going to do. Maybe we'll try this one this time.
Mm-hmm.
18 hit? Okay.
That one does hit.
Okay, fantastic. So it does that much damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is. Okay.
And one sec. And this much more damage. Yeah, so it does a whole 3 damage.
Oh my gosh.
As you send this bolt, it smacks him, and he just he just brushes it off. He doesn't care for it.
Fantastic. And then I'm like, okay, well, hope you guys got this one figured out, and my turn ends.
Tension. This massive beast just came out of a freaking tent in front of you.
I think
He seems
Ned's supposed to be
unfazed.
first.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
remember
Yeah.
you killed Ned.
I
have
did
to
kill Ned.
Put Ned back in
Hi,
initiative.
Ned. I'll get this DM stuff figured out one day.
You're doing great.
You're doing great.
You're doing
Alright, Ned.
something.
You get what you pay for, and we're not paying for this.
Yeah, quality to be determined.
I'll move right up to the side of him to give Kenshin some room. I'll spin around. Then I will hit him with my scimitar.
Okie doke. Roll an
Well,
attack,
I mean,
please.
I'll swing my scimitar. Let's go with that.
It's yeah.
Yeah, I swing my
We'll go
scimitar.
with you swing it. As he sees you run up, you take a slash.
I
at
think
him,
I've
he
hit-
just steps to the side.
I've hit one
unappraised
attack
by you.
the entire night. I'm done.
Alright. Perfect. Ken, what you doing, man? You just watched Ned swing up and do his thing, and now it's your
I am gonna come and run up. With my bonus action, I'm gonna use Fighting Spirit, which gives me 5 temporary HP and advantage on all attack rolls for this turn.
Okay.
Until
Does the HP stay? Yeah, obviously.
HP stays, yes.
Hey, Kenshin, can you do me a favor? Move
Yeah.
right next to me. There you go.
Here.
Yeah. Because now I can use my protection with my shield.
Nice. Weapons attack.
I don't want to tell the DM what that does. I don't want him to metagame.
That's okay. All right.
Oh, I said that
I
out
wouldn't
loud.
tell him either.
Oh,
Yeah, don't tell him.
yeah, he doesn't know
what
how
the
this
hell
game
he's
works,
doing.
so it's fine.
It doesn't have a damn clue.
Have you ever been told you look like Murph from Impractical Jokers?
I hit with that 19.
Lol, also,
Oh
hello.
yeah, you nailed it. Man.
King, several times, dude. Several times, especially when I don't have my hat on.
Gave him the good old bonk.
What have you been up to, man? I haven't seen you
8
forever.
damage.
Alrighty. As you swing down, you lodge it right into his shoulder.
And
pull it up.
his movement's
How's
reduced
the-
by 10 feet.
How's the stream life going for you?
And my turn.
Yeah, you took the hat off for a second, and that's when I was like, whoa.
Awesome. Sister, you're up. You see all these guys running up and just slashing at this massive beast.
I'm going to take hold of my amulet around my neck and say a prayer to cast a guiding bolt light towards Stir. So I'm going to make a ranged spell attack. Does a 16 hit?
It just hits. Yep.
Ooh, big damage.
It's radiant damage. 17.
Alrighty.
Nice.
And then I'll go ahead
Stream
and
life is what
move
it is,
up.
a monotonous grind.
Yeah, I can move
Yeah, I got a
6.
real job starting on Tuesday, so I won't stream as much as I would like. It'll be Sunday, Tuesdays, and probably Thursday. Either this if they need to fill in, or
Alrighty.
whatever
Anything
I
else?
thought planned. But that, yeah, I'm just gonna be limited to 3 days. This is the rest of the week we get the wife and family.
Awesome.
family
So up
activities.
is the troll. Having just been smacked around a bit, he's obviously not happy or willing to talk. So he's going to then look at Kenshin and he's going to shout out, "You were the pointed one!" And he's going to swing twice at you with his claws.
I'm going to throw my shield out in front, and his first attack is with disadvantage.
Perfect.
Life is a monotonous grind, with or without streaming.
Is that a reaction?
Yeah, that's why I wanted. He has to be within 5 feet of me. That's why I wanted him next to me, so I can use that protection. I can only do it once per round.
Okay, so a 2 obviously doesn't hit. Alright. I don't know what to check on here for their attack rolls. I'm very sorry.
Yikes! Could you imagine not having 7 D&D Beyond pages up at the same time?
Oh no, I have 7 up. I just have to check. Okay.
Like second time DMing ever, so
So let's
he's a
just go with
fairly new player on top of that.
strength, I assume is
But he's
okay.
enjoying it,
So
so.
does a 17 hit, Kenshin?
Yes.
What's he swinging?
His freaking hands.
His claws. I was able to block one attack. I couldn't block the second one.
Alright, that's going to be
Okay, have some of those temp HPs.
Want some? I give you some.
Oh,
14
damn.
damage.
Wow.
14?
Slashing damage. Yes.
This guy hurts.
Does. Alright, so as he slashes down, he smacks you just in the chest. And, yeah. Next up is going to be Chris.
Well, Jesus Christ.
The fake Chris.
I mean, character's name is Chris. Can't fucking do anything about it now.
I mean, I still do it for fun, so it doesn't feel like a grind for me. I got a decent community, and Tailspire community's pretty
I
nice.
am
So
going to. I'm pretty sure. Just double check what level this is. Why do I not have first level spell slots?
HIII.
The hell?
I'm not even going
I
to try
am
to
going
say
to
her name,
cast
but
Ray of
thanks for
Sickness.
by.
Let her rip.
That French? Portuguese? There's a lot of Portuguese people in here that like Tailspire.
It does an 18 hit.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Fantastic.
Roll for damage.
3d8.
Nice.
Takes 16
Ooh.
damage, and
There's an and. Wow.
Yeah, this and is amazing. What is this and?
he takes whatever from the hex.
The
2
hex
points of
damage.
damage from the hex. Yeah.
Beautiful. Alrighty. Next, anything else?
No, I'm gonna continue to stand all the fucking way back here.
Good call. Ned, you're up.
I'm
That
going to brush the sweat off of him with this breeze of a longsword or a scimitar.
That's good.
Yeah, because that's all I do.
You do just that. You swing again and just a nice. It's like you're just waving a fan at him. He's
Yeah,
just
he
getting
he
cooled
looks
off.
sweaty down here in this cave. Then I'm done.
All right. Kenshin, you've seen him just getting wailed on by some magic.
Playing
I got a
in.
question.
What's up?
Can I move around him this to attack and then move back for the advantage rule?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to have
Or
advantage.
Or
I don't know the
just
advantage
being
rules. Nerd, I'm gonna get with you after this, and we're gonna discuss those. But yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. I'd say you'd have to stay behind him after that for the advantage. Uh, so I mean,
In my
how do I play this? Yeah, I'll let you.
in my
Yeah, just run back
campaign,
behind him.
everybody has the pack tactics
okay,
ability.
I'll do that.
You,
Good
for the
guys and
first
bad
time,
guys.
you can get advantage. After that, he's gonna know what's up. He's gonna see that shit before.
+5,
So 20.
19.
Oh, 9. Yeah, my bad. Yes, it hits.
So it's up to him how he wants to do. I do mine where combat is a bit more
5 damage.
rough. A lot more chances
And I
for
end my turn.
advantage and damage and
Alright.
of crits.
Sister, you just watch this man
And
flank
crits
around,
are
slash this fool in the back,
more
yank
scary.
back, and whip back around front. What you doing?
And so Kenshin's like hurting, right? Like he wants some temporary hit points.
He's,
Oh no, I had
taking
No?
a hit.
temporary.
Okay.
He got it from his samurai
Oh.
thing.
Oh, okay. Because I can give you more, but that's fine. Um, Guess I will ring the bells again.
Ready?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
So in my Sunday and Tuesday games,
Alright.
everybody has pack tactics, which gives you
Yeah,
advantage.
he doesn't pass. He's not doing too hot there.
Then on a crit, it's
Oh,
max damage.
dang.
Got him.
So 1 damage.
Got him.
The bells ring through, and he hears a slight humming in the ear that he kind of just pats at, trying to get the noise out of his head.
I'm gonna move up next to him.
Okay.
Okay.
So now his turn. He's going to continue staring at
Probably
Kenshin,
shouldn't have.
and he's going to swipe once at Kenshin, for his main attack.
That's a hit.
Okay. Uh, 12 damage. And then with his second attack.
He'll have disadvantage on this one as I
Okay.
throw my shield back up.
Yep, this one's at you, Ned.
Oh, then no, never mind. It doesn't. It's just normal attack. I can only do it to others.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying because it was on you. But
No,
yeah,
I-
so no, this attack is on Ned because he's just trying to freaking knock you away. He thinks you're a nuisance. Oh, I didn't need to roll 2.
Just take the first dice.
Yeah, just take the
19.
19. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. It's gonna be that's gonna be 13 points of damage.
Ooh, I'm not looking good.
Slashing damage.
I'm down to 6.
Okay, I can
Alright.
spare you from dying.
Thanks.
Hey, so can I.
By the way, I have
You're just a copycat.
I have 19 max hit points because I have a -1 in my constitution.
That's absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
It's
How-
funny because I was gonna say I couldn't have taken that first hit that he hit Kenshin for, but I could have, and I would have taken it better than you.
So I just did this on a whim just to have a character in this campaign so I could share the content with you guys. I made my character first, then I took 3d6 and went straight down the list. So I didn't do standard array, I didn't roll high, I didn't do any rerolls. I just went straight down the list. So I have a 9 constitution and I have a 7 charisma.
Nice.
So yes, I did straight Iron Man for this character to make it more entertaining. So
Nice.
yeah, that 13 hit points hurt a lot.
Wow.
So heals would be nice.
All right.
You sexy
Chris,
penguin.
You are up, my friend. You just watch Ned get smacked hard in the ribs, and Kenshin just got the brunt of a claw attack.
Okay, so I have a question, and this is for you.
Yes.
We are playing with advantage if flanking, correct?
Yes.
So okay, so I give everybody. So in my game, everybody has the pack tactics ability. If another ally is within 5 feet, it's advantage. I've seen other DMs do it where you have to be directly opposite of each other. So if Sister Tashti moved to the opposite side, like from Kenshin or me, that would give advantage to those two people because one's fighting in the front, one's fighting in the back, or you could just not do any of that.
For this one, I'll say we're gonna go nerd style of pack tactics general for up close.
Okay.
It just changes what I was gonna do because I have an option that would have guaranteed advantage, but if they have advantage because they're standing beside him, they're all within 5 feet. That's all I wanted to know.
Yep.
Okay.
In that case, I am going to look through my spell list again and go, oh man, it's like I only know one spell around here, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast with a 12.
It does not hit. Your blast swings by and just smacks the wall back behind him.
And that would be my
Anything
turn.
else? All right.
Does
Ned, you're up.
Does your Eldritch Blast get any benefits yet?
No.
Okay.
I don't. You didn't take the feat, did you?
I didn't go down that tree.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I with advantage. I'm like, hi, and
Oh,
I'm.
You're
But I will also bonus action to second wind to regain. That's gonna be 9 hit points. So I'm back up to 15 of 19. So I'm doing okay now. Then that's my turn.
is general. Okay. Kenshin, you're up, my man.
All right,
What's up?
Kenshin's going to take his longsword and try to slice him in half. And does a 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Ooh, that's terrible damage. He's gonna do that. And then he's gonna bonus action second win
Must be nice to get 4 points of damage.
to restore some health. And that's 6 damage he'll heal. And
Alright.
I'll end my turn.
Sounds good. Sister, you just watched as he cleaved another chunk out of this troll, but it seems like every time, just every few seconds, this troll is regaining a bit of its health. Like it's just these chunks are reforming that they're slashing out.
Well, that sucks. Um. So Kenshin doesn't want healing because he just healed himself. And does what's your name, Ned? Does Ned want healing?
No, I'm good. I'm at 15 of 19 now.
Okay.
To save it for when the troll hits me again.
Wow.
All
Just
right.
save spare the dying for when the troll hits him again, because you're gonna need to stabilize him.
Well, I have a second level prayer of healing spell, but I was kind of saving that for when people are like just about dead. So another spell slot. Let's try to inflict some wounds. Do I have any kind of advantage?
Yeah, you
Yes.
have advantage right now because
Okay.
you are sitting next to your allies.
Well, 14? Did I hit?
It just barely misses.
Ah, okay. Guess I can't do anything.
Alrighty, so you can end your turn.
And I can't do a cantrip?
Correct.
Correct. Unless, do you have one as a bonus action?
No.
No.
She does not.
Okay.
I think
I'm
that's
done.
that's the only way you can do it is if it's a cantrip as a bonus action, I believe.
Alright, so the troll again is going to say, "The pointed must die!" And he's going to swing another hand at Kenshin.
I'll throw the shield up on Kenshin then.
Okay. Cool, that one. So he just absolutely swings down and smacks the floor with it. And then the second hand, he's going to be swinging off to the right. And he doesn't care who he hits, so I'm going to do a random. Even as Ned, odd his sister. Okay, Ned, you're going to.
Give it to me, big boy.
Ned, you're gonna take 15 points of damage.
Does 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. I expect this is how my character plays.
10 damage from this other fist just randomly swiping again, just like it did the first time.
Is this troll limping yet or anything?
He's got some pretty good gouges in him, but
he's
as
healing, right?
yeah, as you guys are dealing this damage and chopping into him, you see these wounds seal up and become less phased.
Is he actually? I mean, not that you can not that you will answer this, but is he regaining hit points, or is it just an aesthetic?
His wounds are
wounds are
sealing up, and he is not seeming to be phased by your attacks right now.
It helps if some of us would actually hit him.
Yeah. So, Chris,
Yeah,
you're
some
up.
of us get on hitting him.
I'm working on it.
Uh,
I'm a defender, not a fighter.
I am going to do something, which I don't know yet. I am going to cast whatever that other thing was, Toll of the Dead. So he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Alrighty. Let's see here. Ba-ba-da-ba. Nope.
Fantastic.
And he has taken damage, so you get your.
That is, yeah, that's the wrong die. Ignore that one.
That's a shame. That is the max for that die.
Yep. That's friggin' amazing. And then we get that hex damage too. Whatever that works out to. Was that 10?
Yeah,
10.
yes. All right, these bells are chiming, and then the pain in his right arm, I believe is what you said he put it on, starts to throb as he tries to reach for his head. He shakes it off. Just
And I
brushing
move
it
up
aside.
some number of feet.
Okay. Anything else?
Does it?
Ned, you're up, my friend.
I say to him, I didn't hear no bell. As I'm just gushing blood. Does a 16 hit.
It's good.
Gosh.
For the
Just
first
barely.
time in forever.
7 points of slashing damage.
Beautiful.
And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty, your slashing blade comes down unexpectedly on him and slashes him right in the chest. And he sort of stammers back and he's like, "You can fight." Alright. Kenshi, you're up.
Again with the longsword.
Okay.
23.
That'll hurt. I mean, it's an option. Certainly try.
12 damage.
Ooh, now you guys are racking it in. Okay.
And then end my turn.
Beautiful. Sister, you just saw these two land some great hits on him. He's stammering back. He's definitely bleeding, has a lot of wounds on him now. What are you doing?
If he hits me again, I'm dead.
Is he self-healing again? Or is
His
he done
wounds,
doing that?
his wounds haven't yet healed up, but you know that they tend to start to seal up. But currently, these fresh wounds are not.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to command this creature to grovel at my feet. I
Okay.
need a wisdom saving. Ooh, he falls prone and ends its turn. Well, it's not his turn.
Okay, so
Guess he
he,
just falls prone.
yeah, he hits the ground on his knees, facing you, and you can tell that he's scowling. He's a bit angry at this.
Does he have to make a save to stand up?
I don't know how prone works.
Yeah. If he is prone, he would have to spend half his movement to stand up on his turn.
But your spell might say something about that.
Yeah,
Is it?
does he have to roll to get out of this command?
No, it just says the target falls prone and then ends its turn.
Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. So on its turn, he has to fall down.
Oh, okay, so it hasn't yet fallen.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, I don't have anything else to do, so that's my turn.
Okay, so after you've cast the spell, he then loses all control of his body and just turns and kneels down and starts bowing his head in his chest. And he's scowling and very, very not happy with this position.
Nice.
Alright. Chris, you're up.
Okay, I move up to here. And once I get here, I do something.
Oh, do you?
Yep, I do.
You know,
I do.
Looking
once
for
you
a
figure
spell?
it out.
Is it a party trick?
Remember, he's prone.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to figure out is now that he's prone, I have disadvantage if I try to
Yes.
do
From
something.
distance.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're
so
welcome.
I am I am going to cast False Life and give myself this many temporary hit points,
Okay.
and then end my turn.
Ned, you're up. He's on the ground.
Does a 18 hit?
18 does hit.
For 6 points of slashing damage.
Swing down your scimitar and you lot it straight into his other shoulder, drawing more blood from him as he scowls, getting even more pissed off.
Then I will take a step back behind my sister friend, and I'll be done.
Is that disengaging or what's the distance for?
He's prone, so it doesn't
He's
matter.
prone. Okay. Yes, you're good. All right.
Then I'm done.
Ken, you're up, man.
I am gonna move right where he's in front of him. Swing with my pretend katana.
Beautiful.
2-handed
hits?
sword.
23.
Oh yeah, that lands.
It's the only downside to the samurai thing is there's actual no katanas.
6 damage.
Alrighty. I do
And
slash into again. He's not looking extremely hot. Just kicking him while he's down.
end my turn. That's all I can do.
All right, sister. You just got him groveling at your feet. He's obviously pissed off.
Okay.
will you
I'm
use with
gonna
advantage?
move away.
That's going to cost you your action, or you're going to take a hit. Oh, and
No, he's
never mind.
prone.
He's
Yeah,
still laying
prone.
down.
Yeah, he's
That's
still
right.
prone.
Yep, forgot that.
Yeah. I'm gonna toll the dead at him.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throw.
Let's see how this
Oh,
goes.
he takes it.
All
Holy crap.
right.
He is not
let's-
getting lucky here.
Let's roll more than a 1 this time. Oh yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. 11 damage. These bells start ringing. His head's just splitting at this point as the anger, the rage, the bells are just rolling in his mind. All right. So he's going to get up. As he's standing up, he's going to reach out with both hands and he's going to grab onto Kenshin's legs. Let's see if he succeeds. Oh no.
Do I not make a roll? Or something?
Yeah.
He's gonna turn into the Hulk and Loki.
What's he doing?
Yeah.
It's technically just an attack. I'm just doing a slash attacks on your legs.
Oh, you're attacking.
Yeah. As
Yeah,
he's
you said
standing up,
grabbed
he's
onto his legs, so I think we
I'm
were
sorry.
thinking he's grappling.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So. Okay. Both hit.
Are you hitting me twice?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
come with both.
Sorry. Never mind, I missed it. Go ahead. Oh, the grapple thing threw me off.
Does it? Would it be
Run away.
15 plus 4? 19.
19. I'm down.
Okay. So then, as he comes up and just slashes at your legs, and he's then going to turn and he's going to book it inside of the tent, which I believe that gives an opportunity attack to Nerd.
Nope, I'm outside of 5
He's out
feet.
of range.
So pretty much he just books back inside of the tent and he starts rustling through the debris on the ground. And then I have to roll real quick for this. Okay. Mora, you're up. What you doing? Chris, my bad. I don't know why I
Yeah.
called you Kimura. That was fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, look,
I just assumed you said Chris Mora.
the him grappling threw me off, so I didn't do the protection. That's on me.
I'm going to assume that the nun is going to bring back the dead over here, and I'm gonna chase him into his tent here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna hope that what I'm thinking works. I am going to use my two-handed weapon fighting with a couple of daggers. So here's the first dagger. 23 hits.
Yep.
Okay. So that is this
Okay.
plus this. So he takes 8 damage there. And then the second dagger. Now, when rolling the second dagger, you still get the plus to the roll, correct? Just not the plus to the damage.
Yes.
Yeah. 21 hits.
Yes, it does.
Dagger is a d4. I'll just roll both of these at the same time. He takes another 5 damage.
Okay, he's looking very worse for wear.
And I just want to check with Nerd. That is correct, right? The hex hits both times.
Let me look. That I don't know off the top of my head.
Because it says until the spell ends, you deal an extra d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack.
Then yes.
It doesn't say.
I'll
Yeah, it
say
doesn't say
yes,
once
yeah.
per turn. It says whenever you hit it with an attack. So
Yep. That works.
fantastic.
Let's get you a wand of magic missile, Jesus. No. Okay, so and then anything else?
Give them
That
idea.
would be everything.
All right. Next up, Ned, you just watched your teammate run into this tent with the giant beast, and you saw it digging around and pick something out of the garbage.
I will step over Kenshin's body. Run up here to get advantage on this flippin' loser with my scimitar. And I'm going to miss with a 14, I believe.
Just misses. You swing at him, but your run and attack still need some practice.
Yeah, then I'm done.
All right, Kenshin.
Death save.
Yep.
Maybe I get a 20 right here. Jump back right up to life. Nope. 1 save.
So you passed. All right, sister. You saw 2 of your teammates run into a tent with a very wounded beast, and 1 teammate on the ground after a brutal thrashing.
I step up to Kenshin and put my hand on his forehead and like, there. And I spare his dying.
All
I'm
right.
stable, right?
Yeah.
You're stable. Whatever that
No.
means, I don't know.
It
Means
he's
no
not
more death
dead.
saves.
Yeah.
Means he
Guaranteed
can't-
life, but yet.
Yeah, no hit points though, just stable.
Yeah. If you heal me, I would come back to life or get back up.
Well, I can't heal you right now.
All right. So then, is that in your guys' turns?
Yeah.
All right. So the troll is up. So you see his hand is firmly grasped, and he turns to both of you. And he goes, "One more for good measure," and he's going to swing at both of you. So this first one is for Ned. Oh shit, that one bounced.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be 8 points of damage on Ned.
I'm down.
Oh my gosh.
I only had 5 left.
What are you doing in there?
Being a hero.
11. So he's gonna swing and miss at Chris.
Yeah, and 11 misses.
If
And
he would have
then-
swung at the other one first, I could have done disadvantage, but he's...
as he brung both hands together with these swings, he smashes some kind of dark crystal in his hands, and a black mist envelops his body as he just vanishes into the darkness.
Help!
This motherfucker.
Help! I'm
Okay,
dying.
I reach over and
I die a lot
reach
quicker
over
in
and-
exploration mode.
I touch his forehead and I say whatever it was that he said, and I spare his dying as well.
Such a
All right.
copycat.
You guys have to roll for hours out. Question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
1d4,
have a
right?
potion, so I can't.
Yeah, and yeah, unless someone can cast a healing spell on us.
I can heal you guys. Do you want healing? I've asked you before.
Um,
And you said no.
What? Well,
Well,
we
they
didn't
have
need it
no
then.
health.
They're
full health.
unconscious, okay?
They have no health, so yeah, they do need healing.
An hour.
Alright, well, hold on. Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. Each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which is. Oh, modifiers 3, so 14.
Well, shoot, that almost put me back up to full health.
You're welcome.
Thank
Is that on
you.
both of them?
Yep,
It's,
Get up.
up to
What
6
happened?
creatures,
yeah,
right?
it's all of us.
What happened to the troll?
All right, we're gonna have to take a pause real quick. You guys can talk it out. I'm gonna run to the restroom.
That was a tough fight.
I did it.
Come back over here and go. That
Where
bastard
did he go?
disappeared into a cloud of blackness.
Rude.
Oh, hey, there's some people over there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I
I've
saw
been
them a
noticing
couple hours ago. I was like, well, we don't need them.
Watch out for that hole
Did
that
they-
God made, as well.
Which?
Did they not want to help us?
I mean, we probably could have asked them, but we decided just to run in and start murdering everything that didn't look like us.
For some reason, I think they're chained up.
I believe they're probably all that's left of our scouting party.
Yeah.
Yo, how come you didn't help us?
Get no response back.
They're going to the bathroom.
That's funny.
All right.
Hey,
and we
answer
are
me.
back. Oh Jesus!
Oh
Only you knew what you just did. Okay, so what are you guys doing? You have a big ass open cave to explore.
We're
Yeah,
accosting these people over here.
yeah.
Like,
Why didn't you help
they
us?
help us?
They are currently chained to the wall.
Why are you chained up?
Are you talking to them?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you guys each make a perception check, please?
I'll probably roll good on this one. Yeah, 18.
I rolled shit.
Okay, so you guys can see that obviously Susan is not moving at all. She's just lying there on the ground, chained to the wall. And Bernard is very. He's a little conscious, but he's really not awake. So, in response to your questions, he goes, we couldn't do anything against it. It's a monster. And he's just gonna kind of slump back against the wall and pass out. But you guys do know these folks. They are members of the scouting party.
I walk over and spare the dying on both of them.
Are they dying?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna do it anyways.
I could heal them. I'll be officially out of spell slots.
We recognize them as being our scouting party or from the scouting party,
Yes,
and
they
we were
are
sent
from
out here
They are
looking
from the
for
scouting
them.
party. Can you guys
And at least make sure they're not going to die. We can always just carry them back to town, and they can be healed
Yeah.
there in the hospital.
I
Instead of
like
build-
that plan.
Instead of burning
I
that
mean,
spell slot.
All right.
what else am I
so,
going to use it for?
Did you use your heal on both of them?
Yeah, sure. So that's 9 points of healing for both of them.
Okay. Bernard starts to wake up from his hurt state, and he's can stand finally, but Susan is still not moving, just lying there on the ground.
Well, is she dead? I mean, I literally touched her a minute ago to find. I think I
she
would
is.
have known I was touching a corpse.
Oh yeah, she's dead. She's fucking gone.
Oh, she's dead.
Oh yeah, no, she is completely dead. You didn't do any medicine checks or anything.
No one like checked her pulse.
No,
No, she's just been lying there.
we're just yelling at her.
Smacking her with
I
magic
feel bad
missiles.
now.
Yeah, she's fucking dead. Anyways, so Bernard is now a bit awake. He's really shaken up, really bruised and battered. And he goes, "Thank you. I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to see your guys' faces again. Can you get me out of these cuffs? I want to go home."
Did the goblins do this to you?
No, it was the mice. Yes, it was the goblins. What do you think?
No. I don't like you.
I'll attempt to break him out of these chains.
Wait, do we have to take him
Make a
back?
strength check.
Let's leave him. I start walking away.
Guess she's not as lawful good as she
I-
thought.
I go, well, I tried, and I also start walking away.
Bernard yells out, "That was a half-ass try. Don't leave me here. There's not enough of us."
But Warlock, I'm trying to break the fucking chains.
I'll walk over to him and be like, I'm not very strong, but let me try to hit this with my scimitar.
Oh shit. That...
I don't know why you think I'm joking.
No. It's just, yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Oh my god. So as you swing, it's a 9. Okay, so as you swing, you hit the chains just slightly above the cuff, and he's like, "Oh god, you almost got my freaking hand."
blame General Tullius, he trained me.
The chain is not yet. It's not broken. You scuffed it a bit, but it was definitely not enough. These are some pretty burly chains.
Here, let me hit it again.
Oh.
Wait. Hearing him
gonna-
say that, I turn back and say, you know what? Just cut his hand off. Then you can just slide the cuffs right off over his wrist.
Oh, wait. Before I say we should look for a key and
Let me
start
do it.
searching the place.
Am I
for
cutting the
key
We never
hands?
did
treasure.
loot any bodies.
We have not looted anything. Am I cutting this hand off or not?
Let's
Let's
find the
let's
key
try to
the
find a
first.
key first.
All right, I will wait here, ready.
Okay,
I-
Bernard's
and I
sitting there
turn back to
sweating
him.
bullets.
Oh, what
Uh,
kind of check would I do for investigation? I guess.
Yeah, roll an investigation.
I'll
Where are
give you
searching?
guidance.
Give
Where
me
are you
guidance.
searching?
Thought you're out of spell
Uh,
slots.
Looks good.
This is a
See-
cantrip, doofus.
No,
See if
Where
I
are you
could
searching?
find a key
it's not mine.
Where are you searching?
DoDo's
around this area
the
where the crates
DM.
and the tents.
So the
and he
crates
made
are
this.
inside the tent.
He's DMing
Let's go
tonight.
inside the tent. See
Okay.
what I find.
And I'm filling in because they're short a couple players.
You can roll. Are any of you guys
But
helping
it's-
him?
Yeah, he
No,
adds
we're
a
on the other side of the room.
D4.
I'm gonna help this guy have one less hand.
D4.
Yeah,
I
add
don't
a
know if that helps.
I don't know either.
5.
Inside
really.
the tent is mostly rubble and just a bit of garbage rubbish. Nothing that really piques your interest or looks like a key.
he's
I'm just
learning.
over here, just rummaging through the corpse of
He's
the gnome that we killed here.
He's
or
a
not
new
gnome,
new
goblin
player,
that we
new
killed here earlier.
DM, new to Tale of Spire. So I mean, it's not
Uh,
bad.
So,
Goblin,
Well,
whatever
little
the
on the
hell his
big
name
side.
was.
and I don't know. I don't remember.
The,
It wasn't
the
important.
only one that
Wow.
was named.
Could you
The only one that was named. I just figured he was important.
He was a
Gobbles something.
test.
gobble money?
But so inside their pockets and all that, you find roughly about 20 silver.
Oh, fantastic. Here, guys, there's 5 silver for each of you.
And I
And
reach
then-
out my shield hand with my sword hand like raised up in the air, ready to cut this guy's hand off.
And then let's have you take a roll for at these crates.
Right.
Because you said you
Yeah.
wanted to search both, right?
That's
Beautiful.
better. 14.
So as you're looking through these crates and things,
Yeah,
some of
he's got
you
some stuff
realize
to work
it's
on, but he's done a really
mostly
good job so far.
weapons
He did
and
a one
armor.
shot
It's
a couple weeks ago for us.
it's some new stuff that obviously you guys didn't have, except for a few. There's a small crate full of weapons that seem to be from your scouting party. You can tell because of the insignia on the hilt that shows the mark of your blacksmith from town.
Say, guys, I found some weapons and stuff. We can take it with us and sell it. Sell it.
Back to our own town.
Is there anything in there that can cut hands easier? My sword doesn't work for whatever reason. My scimitar doesn't work.
Say it's a scimitar. That's why you use it like a damn sword.
Yeah, my scimitar doesn't work. I'm gonna need something else.
Like, let me try. And I walk over.
I think
let
you
me
need
try
to
cut
visit the
it.
blacksmith to sharpen it.
I mean, after you just smash it against steel chains, probably.
Is it? What kind of check is this?
What
Strength.
are you trying to do?
Cut the chain.
Yeah, it's a
I'll give you
strength.
guidance again.
Oh, I did an attack roll. Mine. I was attacking
this?
it.
Actually, hang on. Let's see. Would dexterity be fitting for this?
Oh, probably strength. You're trying to break something.
Yeah. If he was trying to
Well,
pick the
he's-
lock.
Are you trying to be careful? Roll a strength and a dex check for me, please.
Oh, okay. And I
Strength to
get
find out
guidance.
did you
It-
break it. Dex to
And
find
my
out did
character
you cut his
sucks
head
because
off.
I'm playing with Iron Man stats.
Okay.
And guidance, right? Did you cast guidance?
Yeah, but I don't know if you need it. You rolled strength, like 20.
And then a dex check, right?
Yep. Let's see if you hit his hand or the chain.
Do I get guidance on the dex check too?
It doesn't matter. You smack the chain and it shatters just on contact.
I twirl with
it.
excitement.
I was aiming for his hand.
Were you? Were you aiming for his hand?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to ask. Fucking yeah, you tell me what you're doing.
We just wanted to think that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you smash into the chains and they
We are
slice
not
right
very
through
good
and they
heroes.
shatter. There's no issue. He still has the cuff around his hand, and yeah, he goes, thank you. I was afraid Ned was gonna try again.
I mean, I can.
Now, let's try to get the Susan home as well.
But what's she gonna do?
She's gonna receive a proper burial and be notified.
Be dinner.
Notify her family and loved ones.
I turn and look at Chris. What did you just say?
What?
I thought I just heard you say something.
No, nothing. No,
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Must have been the cave. I will.
I mean, I didn't see any meat in the cave, and we were promised a feast full of meat. So
I will try to break these chains. Not hitting it.
I'll give you guidance.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Help! I need someone stronger.
just cut her hand off. She's dead. What does it matter?
Oh God.
I don't know.
Okay.
Can we tape it back on after?
Just use a
Yeah.
healing spell to heal the hand
Yep,
back onto the rest of the
After
body.
hearing the
Mending?
clang of the chains again,
Mending.
Bernadette.
I
is
can't
gonna-
even hit the hand.
Bernadette quickly shouts over, "I found the key!" As
Oh
he
my
hears
gosh.
a shriek as Nerd lobs off the hand.
Got
I
it.
mean, if you knew the key was over there, why didn't you tell us sooner, genius? It's not like you were over here dead or anything.
I didn't know there was a key over here. I happened to search where they store things. Shiny things.
Hmm.
Are we done here? Can we go home?
I mean, what's there left to take with us? We need all the supplies that we can take
Can I-
back.
Can I check the tent again to see if I find anything precious or I tell these guys, hey, you guys should check out the tent over here. There might be something here.
You guys can search one more time, yeah? You can search with advantage.
Yeah.
That's 19.
Beautiful. You find a old purse in there. It's an old coin purse, and you find 8 gold inside of it.
I keep the purse and put it in my backpack.
Okay. Alrighty. Then anything else you guys would like to do while you're here?
Guess search over here where Bernard was.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Nope.
See a
So-
bunch of
so-
shiny rocks.
I grab one of those rocks and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
I will. What weapons and armors laying around on these goblins and trolls gone. On these
Yeah.
goblins.
So the goblins were just wearing tattered leather armor like most goblins would. Just it's not worth anything.
Okay.
It's just straps and buckles that they've
Okay.
basically slung together. And the weapons is, well, the only good weapons were inside the crates that you guys have already found.
All right, I stripped them of their leather armor.
Okay. There were 4 in total. And then Bernardard grabs hold of Susan's corpse, essentially. And yeah, you guys are gonna make your way back to town.
I before we leave, I throw
oh.
the goblin corpses onto the fire so that we don't get rats.
Okay.
We're taking all the supply, right?
Yeah, you guys are grabbing the crates. I mean, I assume, are you guys grabbing the crates?
If we can carry. I'll grab what I can carry.
Yeah,
Same.
Is there any dollies around?
Wow.
So, like,
not.
There's no donkeys or other pack animals we can use.
Do you
guys
see
are
any?
gonna have to- You're gonna have to brute force this.
Okay, well then I just carry whatever I can.
Yeah, I'll carry a crate of supplies.
That's
Same.
fair. All right, then let's head back. Oh, wrong board. You guys are still hopping around here. Oh my gosh. There we go.
What, you don't like when your
So-
players just randomly run all over the map?
I love when they do that. It adds a little bit of spice to them.
I hate when you guys do.
I know you do. That's why I do it.
Yeah, that's why you guys keep doing it to me. It's alright. This next the capital board is huge. It'll take you 20 minutes to run through it.
Perfect.
That's what shift click is for.
Yeah, don't cheat.
Where's this call to players? There it is. Jeez, it takes so long to find that. All right. So, you guys arrived back in town.
I don't know where I am.
have to resummon the freaking character. I forget that every time. Sorry.
But you summoned us. You just have to put our.
Yeah, you have to put the minis in.
Yeah.
Then summon us.
I need to get that fixed. Option. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So you guys arrived back to town.
Yep.
And
And so what do I have in my crate?
it's the. Did you grab the weapons crate?
No, I just grabbed a crate.
Would
You didn't
like
even look in it before you took
I
it
was
all.
saying-
No, I just grabbed it.
I grabbed
Okay.
the weapons crate.
to- So, and the weapons crate is just miscellaneous swords and armor. And then as Nerd pries open his, he just finds a bunch of metal parts, just a bunch of trinkets, nothing really that he can identify. They're just a bunch of random things.
Okay.
What were all the crates? How many crates were there?
There were 2 crates and then one that was empty.
Okay.
So we got the weapons
I-
one and then this metal scrap one.
And then we go to the blacksmith. Yes.
Yeah, because I have no idea, and Metal Man scares me, so
Metal
Yeah.
Man scares me.
Ratchet scares me.
Oh, actually,
His name is
I
Clank.
guess we should go to the general. Like,
F that dude, he's a
Ned.
terrible teacher.
Are you gonna say
Alright.
he's a terrorist?
I
So you guys
mean,
all run into the blacksmith?
I am.
I came with Ned.
Okay.
I went for the general.
And sister is stuck flying through the air. She's so much trouble.
A magic woman. Okay. So, let's see here. So you guys that went to the general, we'll have you go first. Sister, are you going to the general or are you going to the blacksmith?
Blacksmith.
Okay. So, Chris,
No,
as-
general. I changed my mind.
okay. So as Chris and sister walk in,
Here?
General Tullius.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the place. General Tullius looks in your direction and goes, "Ah, you made it back. How is everyone? What's the report?"
I walk over to the planning table here, and I reach out and I take the tokens off the board that represented our scouting party, and I say, "You won't be needing these. Only Bernard made it back."
That is most unfortunate. I he brought someone else with him. I saw it as they came into town. Who was that?
Just a corpse.
Susan, I
I
think.
can't remember. Yeah, Susan, that's her name. Yep.
This Susan. I don't recall a Susan. Dude,
Did he even tell us her name was Susan?
no.
You
No.
told us her name was Susan.
So Bernard
Uh,
told us her name was
Bernard.
Susan.
Bernard said she was Susan. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys know this Susan before? Have you ever seen her around town?
DM, have we ever seen Susan before?
You have not seen Susan before, Susan. But Susan is without a hand, so
I don't know. I've never met anybody without a hand before, so I do not think we know of this Susan, or we know who this Susan is. These are fucking massive tables.
they're huge.
Look at he's taller than the table. The fucking table's at my head height.
They're big. I will inspect this further later. Anyways, what about your group? Is everyone well?
Oh yeah, just a couple of close calls, but we're fine. We got this fighting thing figured out.
Well, if any of you are hurt, I would recommend going and seeing the nurse immediately. The doctor will take you and get you back up to tip-top shape. It sounds like you need
no.
a new crew to go to the surface.
No. Our friend here, sister, she said some inspiring words, and everybody felt better after that.
She did that speech. Oh, as long as you're feeling well, we have plenty of medicine if you need any true healings.
Whoa. Okay.
What did you find? What's the report? I know that there were goblins. What was there anything else?
Well, we found a key, and we found some swords with our emblem on them, and a box full of some miscellany. But other than that, I mean, just Susan and Bernard.
You mentioned a key. What key did you find? Show it to me. Where's this key?
Bernard has it.
I need to speak to Bernard at once. Thank you both for your time. I must get going. And he
Mm-hmm.
quickly trudges out.
I yell at him as he's leaving. You promised us a reward. I want my reward.
I'll tell Mason to make some stuff out of the reserves. We will have our feast. No worries. Thank you for your assistance. And he continues off.
I don't like
Fucking
this guy.
Yeah, this guy just kind of fucking flaked out on us.
We should move to the other town.
He's on my crap list,
Burn this place to the ground.
right?
All right. So you two that went to, went to Clank. Let's see here. I gotta get this height set right.
God, where's my box at?
If you double click in there, everything sets itself. It's actually not bad.
All right. You're not there, sister. Be gone.
Brent, how much are these supplies worth to you?
Supplies. Oh, I like me some supplies. What supplies we got?
Here. Anything? Can you take a look and tell us if there's anything that might be unique,
You guys.
maybe magical?
I opened this box of metal parts.
So
How much you want for this?
Nerd, that was
Yeah.
awesome. I love Nerd's character. I hope that wasn't an accident.
No.
What Nerd's character said.
I'm a noble, so he's gonna be paying me for this.
No, you said how much do you want for this?
Yeah, talking to Brent over here. He's paying for this scrap metal.
No, you asked him how much do you want to give him? Does he want you to give him?
Oh. Didn't even catch
So-
it.
Brent
Yeah.
starts digging around through the metal scraps and a few things, pulling out some wired pieces, and he goes, this. Where did you get this? This isn't common supplies you just find in any part.
I mean,
of
we
of
did
the
just
cave."
kind of find it in the cave. I don't know. It was in a box. I just picked up a box and came home.
Yeah. To me, these are common supplies we find in a cave because
Yeah.
that's exactly how I found them.
They're just laying
Well,
there.
It looks like you have a few parts that would potentially help us upgrade Clank, but otherwise, it's just metal that we would typically make into some pots, pans, maybe some other utensils around the town.
I pick up this box and walk away. I grab my box of metals and walk away.
And what do you have, Kenshin?
I think the box of weapons.
He goes up and inspects them a little. A few of these are some of my own creations. Where did you guys say you found these? This is quite odd to be having
found
town
them.
supplies.
Found it in the cave.
So,
I guess
did we do this every Thursday?
you'll pay a handsome fee to buy these back.
Well, maybe a few of these that I didn't make, but the other ones I would. So there's booms outside my window. I would assume out of the the general rules of our items, you would kindly return those so that we may well prep our scouting parties. We'd hate to lose more.
Is it worth to you?
To me, it's more scrap. Clank and I here can pump out about 5 of these a
I
day.
just grab it and walk away as well. Go put it.
Before you exit, you hear one last thing. Wait. Hold on.
Keep
What-
walking.
I'll turn
Clank,
around.
any last words? Clank says, I am Clank. He continues to pound on the metal, and they get back to work. All
I
right.
find my room and just toss the crate of weapon there.
I'll make my way across the bridge and meet up with the folks.
Alrighty, what are you guys doing? Any information to exchange?
Chris, what stupid thing did the general give us?
He didn't give us anything.
Nothing.
Fucking rat bastard.
Where's he at? I want to chuck him off this bridge.
He went
Shit.
to go find Bernard.
Sister just jumps from the fucking bridge. Like,
Ain't it funny?
Where's Bernard at? Oh my
Let's
gosh.
go find Bernard.
you would know Bernard went to the to the medic because he was highly damaged.
Ooh, I had to go speak to the medic.
Because apparently my healing's not good enough.
So, Chris, I have this box here of metal stuff that would upgrade the Metal Man, but I'm scared of the Metal Man. So I will give this box to you, and you can do what you want with it. But the Metal Man scares me. And I give Chris the box of metal scraps to do with what they please.
Okay.
I
Thank
go
you.
up to Chris and like, he didn't want these weapon either. What should we do with them?
Did we sell them to the other town?
Yeah, let's sell them. If he doesn't want them back, let's sell them.
All right.
Beggars can't be choosers. I gotta look for the nurse.
So the nurse is directly underneath the meeting room. That's where the hospital is. Are you all four going there?
Yep.
As you come in, oh, okay. Noon, you're
Where's
not
the
going.
food at?
Back in that
Food
first
is-
little hole.
Food is being prepped for you guys in the kitchen, but you don't know that. My bad. The mess hall is also the kitchen. All right. So as you three come down and you see Helen the nurse tending to Bernard and his wounds, as General Tullius is frantically trying to ask many questions, just rambling on about some keys.
I'm going to stealth into the room.
Okay, for stealth.
Nice, open up. Oh my gosh. Go.
Stealth check. Stealth check.
Seeing him moving stealthily, I do the same thing.
Yeah, I don't. On my my coin purse is jangling.
The coins in your backpack are going chink, chink,
Yeah.
chink.
Yeah. My chainmail is clanking down.
So
You hear-
I rolled nat 20.
as you guys walk in, Bernard goes, "Hey, you three, where's the fourth?" As he's just sitting there.
She's
on the
probably
bed.
praying.
What'd you say?
Probably praying.
You went to church.
Take me to church. General Tullius goes, excuse me, but Chris, you said he got a key?
Well, you asked what we found. He said he found a key. That's.
And he turns back quickly to, oh God, I tabbed out. What the hell? Sorry. He turns back to Bernard quickly. Bernard, they swear you got a key. Where is this key? Bernard pulls out just this shitty little rusty key that he found. He's like, it's to the handcuffs, nothing more. And he hands it to General Tullius. General Tullius goes, that's fine. And he leaves, running away quickly. Up back into the meeting room.
What does Helen
Can I
look like?
stop him before he goes up to the thing?
You can try. How are you going to stop him?
I'm just gonna get in fast and like, well, what is that key? What is that?
You're yelling at him, or are you trying to stop
Yeah,
him?
stop him. Yeah.
So verbal. Okay. Yeah, there's no effect. He's just blowing past. He seems to be doing something really urgent.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. You may follow. And are you guys staying down here, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I need to know what Helen looks like.
Helen is a sort of short lady. She's very thin. She doesn't seem to eat an awful lot, but she has golden blonde hair that's sort of going. It's starting to fade into a pale due to just the lack of sunlight. But otherwise, she's just a kind of skinny, frail woman who serves as the medic, the doctor in this town.
I pull pull out the purse. I take out the gold, put the gold back in my bag. I say to Helen, "You're so beautiful. Here, have this as a gift." And I give her the coin purse.
Roll for a charisma check.
Why do you do this to me?
Oh.
I have a -2 to this. Well, not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Helen turns and she accepts it gratefully, and she says, "Now, if only you could train a little harder, maybe this would work next time." But thank you, Ned. It's very sweet.
Bernard, what did you say to her? I swear I'll cut off your hand.
Bernard turns to you and goes, "I said nothing, you little spit." And then he starts coughing and starts spitting up a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Helen-
a disease.
Helen
I-
quickly turns to him, and as she's wiping away a bit of the black that is coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, I
Yes.
bounce.
Wait, Ned, Chris, please come check this out real fast.
Who's
need
saying
you-
that?
Helen is. She's calling to you two. Because you're the only two left in here.
I very hesitantly.
Yeah, staying 6 feet away. I'm like, what do you need us to look at?
She slowly lifts the shirt of Bernard, and on his side you can see there's a darkness that is sort of just growing and swirling. It's not a stationary bruise or anything. It's actual. It's some kind of dark form that is flowing around in his bottom right hand side, just above the hip. Bernard
So what
says, "It's
Meliodas
nothing."
has.
Uh, I ask her, what is it?
It's not something that I've seen before. It's some form of darkness. Like what we I can't tell. It could either be a curse, or maybe somehow the darkness from above has started to take over us. I'm not certain what it is, but if you could go get a healer from the church, maybe he'd have a better idea, or be able to cure it even. Can you two please go and seek out someone to heal him?
Does it have to be someone
Church
from the
is right next
church?
door. Yes. Well, that is what she has told you, is that the church has people for this.
Yeah, and I asked her if it had to be someone from the church.
It is probably best. They seem to have known the most about the darkness.
Probably one spreading it,
And
or make my way to the church.
Say we should get sister to take a look at it. She's from the church. With air quotes.
all right. So you guys headed to the church?
Looking for sister.
What kind of
Sister-
church is that?
Actually, yeah, what did you guys would know it to be a church of light. It was a religion that wasn't too big until after the happening happened, and people were forced underground, and now it seems to be a strong religion that has grown sporadically.
Religions
Blasphemy,
everywhere.
then.
Sister, did you go to the mess hall? Where did you go?
And she's in the mess hall.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay.
I haven't eaten all day.
So you're sitting there and you can smell the meats, the nice, the pork that's burning on the grills as they're making some meats, grilling them up.
Good pork.
The stews are getting some herbs thrown in this time, not just your regular, typical mushroom stew. All right, and that is all that's happening there. All right. let's
Am I
go up.
eating it? Or are they
Not yet.
still making
Oh,
it?
they're just prepping it. They're prepping it in the kitchen.
Ugh,
So would you like to sit
so
there and wait,
hungry.
or are you gonna do something else?
I'm gonna sit there and like brood in their
Do a
direction.
perception check for me, please.
eventually. Alright. That's a 19.
Okay, awesome. In the corner, you do see, however, there's a basket of what looks like freshly steamed potatoes, sweet potatoes. They are set out and ready for this evening, but they are out in the open, sitting.
I'll pray to the god Fultus for patience. My stomach to stop grumbling. And I'll sit and wait patiently.
Okay. And then Ned and sorry, Ned and Chris, what are you guys doing over here? You just talking to sister?
Yeah, as we enter the mess hall here, I say to sister, you should go and take a look at this uh, illness that seems to be plaguing Bernard in the med hall.
Or I could eat first.
Good call. That Helen lady is very mean. Very ungrateful.
Helen says it's pretty urgent. We should probably get you to look at this right away, and dinner's not going to be ready for a couple more hours, anyways.
Couple more hours. Maybe Helen should come here.
Tanner yells back to him. He's right, it's going to be probably about another hour
Loves
or so
Rachel's
before we get this all
priorities.
finished up and ready for everyone.
She's supposed to be playing a lawful good character, and that went out the door very quickly with her attitude.
Alright.
That's awesome.
Lead the way then. Where is it?
Back on the other side of the church.
Oh, yeah.
I'll stay at the mess hall. I have nothing to do.
Okay.
Save me some
Alright.
food.
Okay. I
And
yell
then-
back out at you.
So you are following him. Are you following stealthily or are you going
No,
fast?
I'm going fast, just right behind him. And I walk up behind it, close to him, and say, "General, what's that key?"
General Tullius turns and he goes, "You. Well, I really shouldn't be telling you. It's a very important piece to a very large puzzle. You don't need to know about it just yet, but roll for persuasion."
Right, persuasion.
That's really good. Wow. Okay. And so he goes, "Well, you see,
Go back to bed.
there's been news from the head capitals that they've uncovered some keys, and I've been researching them, and the scripts say that there's chambers, there's tombs that we can unlock, and there's weapons against what's above. There's ways that we can reclaim the surface. It's merely speculation, and we've only found one. And I was hoping this would be another, but this is just a piece of junk," as he tosses the key across the room.
And I see the key that you found.
Yeah, I threw it across the room.
I'm
do
talking
you-
about. I mean about the one that's special that you said that unlocks the chamber.
It's You'll have to beat me in rock, paper, scissors to look even at the key. So rock, paper,
All
scissors.
right,
Good luck playing
ready?
rock, paper, scissors.
I always like this.
It's just a high roll. It's just a high roll of 20.
Oh,
So just roll d20, see if you can beat it.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
He just barely beats you.
no.
And as he reaches over towards the small chest, he starts lifting it, but then quickly slams it shut and says, "No, you're too young. You're not ready for it. Soon after you're more established, you'll know the truth in due time. Now leave quick." I have
Been looking
research
for
to do.
my grandfather. Do you
I like his
know about
bridge.
his whereabouts?
We have been scouting for a while, and there's been no signs of him. Even in the close villages, there's no sign of human life residing. Now, please, I'm in a hurry.
Well, find anything, you gotta let us know. He walks away.
All right. So then, the other two, sister, you guys. If you're headed for the nurse's station, you will have made it by now.
And
There's a gap there. It's unplayable.
do I meet these guys at the nurse station?
Yeah, you can meet there at the time.
Oh my gosh. These holes. Not a very good cave.
All right, what's going on here?
Helen turns and sees as sister walks in. I know I said the church, but I meant our church. That this is fine.
Hey, bye.
Sister, wait. Have you seen this before? As she points to the swirling darkness on Bernard's side. You roll a medicine check for me, please. With disadvantage. Wow. Yeah, no, you've never seen anything like this. You just know it's not the common cold.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, ah, yes. This is the blight of Fultus. It seems you've not been paying tribute to our dear Lord Fultus, and he has blighted you with this disease. I can help you with this if you'd like.
She's starting a cult.
Did you roll
What?
perception?
She's playing a nun. She's trying to start a cult of her own religion.
Where's my deception?
Oh,
All
that's
right,
pretty
that's
good.
that's a 20.
Oh my god.
Do you wish to be? Go ahead.
They're wholeheartedly believing you right now. They are leaning in a bit. Bernard has sort of dropped his tough guy act, and he's kind of like, "What is this blight?"
So what you'll need to do is take these pamphlets and you must become the most devout disciples of Fultus.
Oh my gosh, she's
And
making a cult.
you'll need to pay, what was it, tithes? Yeah, you'll need to pay tithes to Fultus. I can go ahead and collect that for you.
So her name is Fultus. Yeah. Okay.
The god Fultus.
Yeah, and then what is tides? I'm not familiar.
So
Offerings.
it's like a donation to the church, like an offering, yeah.
All right.
1 gold per week should take care of this for you.
All right. So Bernard, he just tries to act like he's not quickly digging for a coin in his pocket, but you can tell he's a little panicked, and he hands you a gold piece. There, just
Okay.
as long as it'll help, I will do what it takes. This hurts a lot. It's causing much pain. Helen
Of
turns
course,
to you.
of course.
What can we do in the meantime? I've given him anesthetics. I've given him pain relief. What can we do?
Just read the pamphlet and follow its instructions. You know that there's prayers you'll want to do every night, and just pray fervently, and Fultus should take care of the rest.
Bernard lays back, and Helen starts unfolding the pamphlet and starts reading to him.
Very good.
All right.
I'll come back in 1 week and check up on you.
About this time, you guys hear a bell ringing over at the Chow Hall.
looks like being called away. I'll send good prayers towards your direction. Whatever. I don't know.
Wow, Chris, you're so fast.
I disappeared off the edge of the map, so
I assume I'm lugging like the crate this whole time, or did I put it away?
Did you say you put it inside of your room?
Yeah.
Okay, you put it away in your room. There's a whole separate little bunking cave system I didn't get done, but it's pretty much was just right next to the chow hall. It was just a little tiny cubby holes that you guys spend your evenings in.
Dude.
All right, so as you guys get seated,
I make no eye contact with Tullius. Like, I just completely ignore him the entire time.
Elias, he arrives and he uh, just speaks aloud. I'd like to thank all of you for your hard work today. We have saved a life that would have been lost. And for this, we give many thanks. Now let us eat after this prayer. So he goes and he sits at the round table back behind you guys. And out of the corner of your eye, you see Kenshi, that box that he had closed upstairs, just tucked away under his arm. And at that time, Jeremiah walks in. He's the priest of light. And he starts spouting out some prayer mumbo jumbo, just the basic, saying before dinner.
Hypocrisy.
And then let dinner be served. And you all start gathering your food. You got some pulled pork that's mixed in with some steamed taters, sweet potatoes, some very, very nice mushroom stew made with the purest of water that they have. And yeah, that is dinner. So as you guys are eating, what's up? What are you doing?
I'm gonna whisper to these guys. I'm like, guys, this General Tolis has a box with a key in it that can lead to a tomb that has treasures. I think we should try to steal it. One of us should try to distract him. The other should take the box. What do you guys think?
That sounds like something someone unlawful would do. I'm gonna close my ears.
I like how your morality is can swing a lot. I mean,
sounds good to me. Let's do it.
yeah, you guys have fun with that.
I'm up for
Treasures
adventure.
could do good for like
Like,
maybe I could consider it.
You want me to yell like food fight and start throwing food around?
It's so wasteful.
or while you do that, Chris try to distract him as well. I'll go for the box.
All right, I will go towards the other three people behind us. Do something crazy.
Distract him.
Who's distracting Tullius?
Then
Apparently I am.
Okay.
So I get up and I grab my food and I
start
come
us
and sit
first.
at his table over here.
Okay.
I strike up a conversation with him about whatever. Yeah,
You guys begin to talk about the dinner.
sure.
I make my way to the table behind, and I want to is there alcohol here?
Yeah, it's really shitty.
Mushroom
but yes.
booze. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Fermented mushroom.
I'm gonna give a performance of me being drunk.
Okay. Do a performance check, please.
And then I'm gonna like trip into Tanner and Mason and like spill my drinks on them. Oh, sorry guys. Ugh.
Mason stands up quickly. Oh, Ned, come on, man.
My life is
No.
in shambles.
Tanner's just unfazed. He's just continuing on with this food. He hasn't had meat in months. Okay. So you're making a little bit of ruckus.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Not a lot. All right. And then, sister, Ken, what you guys doing?
I am gonna prepare to get the box once I see the chance.
I'm gonna start asking them how much they know about poultice.
Jeremiah walks to a different table.
Hashtag cult life.
All right. Yeah. So as all this is going on, anything else? Or you gonna take a shot at it, Kenshin? Or are you gonna wait for Nerd to make a bit more noise?
Oh no, that's all the noise I'm making.
I was waiting for the food fight, the cue for the food fight.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Chris, are you ready for the food fight?
What, we're doing a food fight?
Yeah. Well, I am.
I love this.
Okay.
I love this coordination.
I guess I'll join in the food fight if a food fight starts.
What
I mean,
did
a food fight was promised.
what does Tanner have in front of him? Because he was not phased by my drunkenness.
Tanner's got his freaking pulled pork out, man. He is eating it straight off his plate as fast as he can shovel it in his mouth. Because once again, you guys haven't had a delicacy in months. This is such a rare occasion.
I get right up next to him and I take as he's chomping away. I'm going to take my hand. I'm going to put it on the back of his head and slam it into the table. Then yell "food fight" and start throwing food everywhere.
Okay, can you do a roll?
What do you want me to roll for?
He's gonna grapple you to the damn ground.
So a strength check.
Yes.
Strength check or strength saving throw?
Saving throw.
Good, I'm a lot better at that. But I can't roll for squat tonight.
Okay. Yeah, no, he takes you down to the ground immediately. And just holds you there saying, "What the hell are you thinking, Ned? You've lost your fucking mind!"
I'm just really
Tullius.
drunk. I couldn't hit anything.
Tullius quickly gets up and starts walking over, still holding the box, by the way, to go try to see what all the commotion's about. What's going on here? What are you two doing? Sorry, they all have the same accent. I've stopped caring.
Dullius, you're a garbage trainer. I couldn't even cut off a hand that was attached to a chain.
Considering you were just grappled by the town's farmer, I think that it's not so much the training as much as the ability.
I just start crying and sobbing, and I just drop to the ground. I've not actually had anything to drink. I'm taking my 9 performance roll from earlier and milking it.
Yeah, he's not really buying it, but he thinks he did actually hurt you with the comment. And just as you are doing this, you guys suddenly hear a loud clanging coming down the mine. Well, not the mine. God damn it. The cave. You hear ching, ching, ching.
What was that?
What are you doing?
I pick up some potatoes off this table in front of me, and I turn and I throw them at the back of Mason's head.
Roll an attack roll.
Um,
I'm gonna roll to see if it hits. You completely miss it, and it hits
Oh my
Sister
God.
right in the face.
And I yell, "Food fight!"
I'm walking away.
Jeremiah quickly ducks under the table, saying, "No, not my good robes! My good robes!" And as this is happening, Sister, you said you walked outside?
I almost fell through the floor.
Yeah,
Okay.
God put a hole there.
Oh. Dang it.
There's a hole there? What?
Not where she's at. You missed.
Oh, yeah, I see it over there in the corner. Yeah. So, Sister, are you walking outside?
Just towards the exit. I'm just gonna watch from a distance and shake my head in disappointment.
As you get close to the entrance, roll a perception check for me.
Cool. 13.
13. You can tell that there is a loud noise, something that sounds like a cage, and many feet coming down from the entrance. It sounds pretty far off, but that's just you. It could just be because you're far away from the entrance.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, carry on as you would. Uh, General Tolios is sitting there staring down at Ned.
I'm pouting inside my helmet, being just a
And-
child.
Tanner's
gonna I do
what are you
something.
doing?
I'm gonna try to grab the box and then just toss it at General Polis' head.
Okay. Let's see. Roll for a sleight of hand.
I want to know how much we've railroaded and just completely destroyed this. Nice.
You quickly grab the box and you slip it straight out as he's sitting there with his arms crossed. Did you say you threw it at him, or are you holding on to it?
Well, I guess I got it so smoothly that he didn't
This-
notice.
He doesn't notice. His arms are crossed and he's sitting there
Then
staring at this
I'll stick-
spectacle
I'll-
that is
I'll
Ned.
stick with the original plan then,
Okay.
and I start to sneak off with it.
Okay. As this happens, I'm going to need Sister to make a dexterity check.
Oh.
Actually,
how-
no. Wait, no, it's fine. It's fine. Hold on.
How far am I?
Oh no. Okay.
I've been praying to the dice gods.
8. Whoa, that
Am I
flew.
supposed to roll?
No.
Appeared.
You're gonna arrow's gonna whiz and it's gonna hit Sister for 12 damage. 12 piercing damage.
What?
Why did I get hit with an arrow?
Someone shot an arrow at you.
Yeah, you got shot by an arrow.
Who shot at me?
Well, if you've passed this thing, then maybe you would know.
What direction it came from?
It-
Outside?
that one you know. It came from north. It came from the entrance where you're hearing the clanging.
Can I move? Am I?
Yeah.
I'm not like an initiative.
Nope, you're not on initiative. So yeah, you just got smacked really hard. Everyone notices this now and turns and it's like, what happened?
You guys, I got shot.
I bet you it was
General
Helen.
Helen?
I stand up in just a fit of rage, like completely mood change, and I'm going to dash. What is it? 12 tiles.
You should clear the dice. There's a dice under the map that's just freaking out.
Did you say I took 12 points of damage?
Yeah, it was a nat 20. I'm sorry.
And I'm going to dash straight out, not paying attention to anything going down the hallway, and I'm running for Helen.
Okay. As you did this, General Toys is gonna just sigh and he's gonna go, I was a little too late. We're out of time. And he's going to dash right back behind you. for 60 feet. Yeah, that's actually right on 60. Cool. And he's going to turn. All right. And then what are you other three doing?
I come out to where Helen, or not Helen, sister was when she got shot, and I look in the direction from which the arrow seemed to come.
Okay. Yeah, you can see it now. Now you know what you're looking for. You see a horde of goblins just coming down the entrance.
Quick question: would this time that we've been back count as a short rest?
I would say it was a short rest between the time that you guys got back and had your supper.
Ooh, so we could roll for our hit dice.
Yes, you
Yeah, we
can.
could spin hit dice.
Oh, and we get our.
Yeah, I mean, you get our stuff back. I don't know if sister gets her spell slots back or not.
She gets, I think, 2 if she uses her dice for it,
Okay.
or something like that. I don't remember what it is.
This is my
Oh, nice! I get
first
my
hit.
slots back too.
4.
And while you guys are rolling for this, are you doing anything specific? Like Ned is booking ass for Helen.
How much hit dice do we get?
You can
Um,
spend up to
3,
your
1
level.
per level.
up
Yeah.
to their level. Okay.
Only. Because I get a -1. Okay. Let's be at another 1. Fantastic. You know what? I'm just going to burn it last. I don't need these hit dice for anything else.
Yeah.
And I'm getting 1 at a time. Okay, cool. Back to max
5.
health of 19.
I'm 31 or 34, so I'm pretty good. Did I see this arrow while I was trying to sneak away, hit sister?
One more time.
While I was sneaking away with the box, did I see the arrow hit sister?
Oh yeah, you saw
I
her
did?
get absolutely
Okay.
smacked by an arrow.
Then I'm gonna dash that way.
Okay. And you also saw Ned run out the door, and you saw General Tullius come out.
And during that run, I'm gonna put the box in my bag or something, if it
Okay.
fits.
Yeah, no, it's just a box just slightly larger than a key. Okay. And sister, what are you doing?
Sister's gonna try to pull this arrow out of her body and figure out how short rest works with the cleric. And just nourishes her with at the moment.
How many hit points do you have?
I have 12 because I got hit with an arrow.
Alright, so first, you would want to spend your hit dice. So that is going to be it's a D8 plus your con modifier. That'll start gaining your health back.
Well, didn't I short rest and then get hit by an arrow?
Okay.
Yes.
No. It's okay.
And I didn't take any damage earlier, so that doesn't. I'm just trying to figure out the
Oh, okay. You did take any
spell
damage earlier.
slots.
Yeah, so
Yeah, no.
you would have still taken the damage. I can.
I am gonna go to bed in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Way past your bedtime.
Yeah. It's okay. It'll be done real soon. At least it should.
Oh, preparing casting spells.
Okay. You may not get him back until a long rest.
Okay, that's it. Somebody else can go. It's fine.
All right. So then, Chris, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move in that general direction to like here, maybe.
Okay. And then, oh, wrong mode. Let's do
Okay,
this.
yeah, it's a long rest. I found it.
Can I have each of you roll for initiative?
I rolled a 1.
The guy who can't hit is rolling good again, but only on initiative.
Wow.
Oh my
Jen
gosh.
also rolled a 1. Sister rolled a 3. We're
Did you
gonna
really?
get eaten alive by goblins before we even get a turn.
It's just less we have to run.
I'm just gonna do 3. They'll come in groups of 2. Make it so much easier instead of having to count all these. All right. So we gotta kind of go a little quick. Okay. So first two, 17. What was the highest? Did any of you have a 15 through 20?
Yes. I had a 17.
Okay. Those two. Did any of you beat a 12?
The rest of us got less than a 5.
Got less than a 5?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think noon. You don't have a bonus, a
No.
plus to your initial, do you? Yeah. So it's 2 3s and a 2.
So sister, the 2?
No,
Not
she's a
2.
3. Me and sister are both 3s.
I'm a 2. I'm last.
Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. Or, oh, who's last? My bad. There we go. All right. So to start things off, it's gonna be nerd. Nerd, what you doing?
We are still not paying attention. We're going. What is it? It's every 3 tiles to be 15. So I'm gonna spend. Oh, you got goblin selected.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm going
Yep.
to run 15 feet this way before I realize what is going on. I'll move 15 feet there, and I will hold my action for a melee attack if any of them get close.
Cool.
Like
and
my
then
shield
I
up.
need. Okay. Next up is gonna be the goblins. Jesus Christ. Okay, so this first one is just gonna full sprint it. Actually, they're in a very unique formation, so they're gonna just casually move up. Next was Goblin 3. Goblin 2. Goblin 4. Goblin 5. Goblin 6. Okay, then the archers.
I'm getting tired again. I'm kind of glad I took a nap before we actually started. Almost didn't play. But he was short
How
people.
far until they have a disadvantage? 80 to 30.
What are they using?
They can hit. They're using short bows.
Yeah.
Fine. All right, so Archer 1 is going to be taking a shot at Ned.
Good luck.
Yep.
That
The arrow
misses.
whizzes past. And then he's going to also move up. Next one is going to be taking a shot at Ken. It's also going to whiz past. He's going to move up. That's Archer number 3, who is going to then take a shot at General Tullius. The This is gonna be the nat 20, isn't it?
That's a
Won't
extra
matter. It's
music.
still disadvantage
Why is it disadvantage?
because they're shooting beyond their
More than-
their standard range is 80 with a short bow.
Love me.
I thought it said 80 out of
You
320.
get more than you
No,
could eat.
80 is regular, 320 is disadvantage. So they can shoot up to 320, but with disadvantage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, good to know that's how that works.
I was gonna say the longbow only has 150, so it can't be 350.
Gotcha.
The
yeah.
longbow is 150 standard, 600 disadvantage.
That shot also just whizzes by, and this guy hops back into position. Alrighty, Genotolius is going to begin running up a little bit. He shouts out, "We gotta hold him at the entrance!" And he runs up.
Oh, late for that, dude. You should have been a better general.
Okay. And then Chris.
How far away are these guys?
94
What's
feet. I have mine turned on so I can see it. What you marked out. It's 94 feet.
94 to that guy? Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna move up to here. Oh, you fucking bastard. Pick up the goddamn character. Would you fuck off? Pick up the character, there we go. So now that's less than 90 feet. I'm gonna hex that guy right there in the front.
Okay, do I need to make a roll?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I place a hex on a creature I can see within range until the spell ends. Blah 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 blah. And its disadvantage is gonna be on. I have no fucking idea. Strength. We'll put it on. Actually, let's put it on dexterity. And then I am going to cast an Eldritch Blast.
Shoot for it.
If I can get my stupid thing to work. That dice just fucked off. 23?
Hits? Yeah. I figured she would be. 4 damage.
And 10 damage in total.
Cool, he hits the ground. Dead. Okay, then it's Sister's turn.
You have to skip her first.
I'm gonna assume she's holding action.
She holds her action until next week.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
I mean, I could play as her if she.
Well, after I get through Kenshin and Ned, there's gonna be a thing. So,
Okay.
Ken?
Skip her then.
Gonna
Spoilers.
dash over here. While I do that, I look at Ned. I'm like, let's go do this and slaughter them. My turn.
okay, Ned.
I yell, "I've got a boner for murder!" And
Hmm.
I dash up.
Murder boner.
That'll end my
Oh.
turn.
All right. As you guys have gotten a bit closer now, in the back, you can see a familiar face, but a little different.
No, it wasn't Helen.
Yes, Helen went to the dark side. And behind him, he's dragging a huge cage, and he flips open the door to reveal a minotaur.
Arashi?
Fuck.
The troll yells out, "You took our home, we'll take yours." All right. Goblin 1 is going to then run up.
Give it to me.
Up. Give it to me. Roll for attack. 14 hit.
No, 14 does not hit.
Cool. Useless. Next. Goblin 2. Oh shit. I gotta check his distance. I think he can read it again.
Yeah, you can make it. Come on, tiny man.
Cool.
Suck it, nerd.
Alright.
Even know what a nerd is.
This goblin's gonna do a full sprint at Tullius. Oh, that was Goblin 5, whatever, same thing. Archer 2 is going to be taking a shot at Tullius. Wait, why am I on Archer 2? Stop. My brain. Where's Goblin 2? Already did him. Goblin 4. Thank you.
He's getting analysis paralysis with all this combat.
He's also going to be doing a full ass sprint to Tullius. Goblin 5. I've already done his
I've already
turn.
moved. Yep.
Yep. Goblin 6 is unmarked, but he's going to be moving up to service reinforcements, so he's going to sit here. Not really approaching anybody, just kind of staying a little bit back. Rotate, damn it.
Once you picked it up, then use Alt to rotate it.
Yeah. I think alt tabbed.
Oh.
Alright, awesome. Archer 1. Let's see here. He's going to take a shot at Nerd. Can he? Yeah, he can see you.
You can certainly try.
Yeah. Misses. They keep their position. Archer 2 is going to take a shot at Kenshin. Definitely a miss. And Archer 3 is going to take a shot at Tullius. That's going to hit. It's going to do... damage. Okay, and Tullius is going to stand there and he's going to go, "Get to the exit! They have too many to handle!" And he's going to then swipe at one of these little bastards, probably Goblin 5.
Fuck, we will.
He misses, he just swings and misses.
Are you talking about like? Is he talking about like the way they came in as the exit?
No, he means like get to the next city.
Oh, like to the gate. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're defending our home. I am going to use my bonus action to move the hex onto Goblin number 2. And
Okay.
then I am going to hit Goblin number 2 with a sapping sting.
Very good spell. Okay.
He needs to do a Constitution savings throw.
He passes.
Son of a bitch.
Anything else?
Nope.
This is where we're gonna pause. I assume. Are you guys staying and fighting, or are you gonna run for the exit?
Oh, we're staying.
Oh yeah, I ain't
Honestly,
gonna be
that's
no
my
PU55Y.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I need to know if you guys are fighting or flighting. I know
Yeah, we're
one.
fi-
for-
we're
Fighting.
We're fighting.
Oh.
We're
All
fighting.
fight?
Yeah.
We're fighting.
Cool. Then we'll pick this up next week. Same placement. Make sure you remember your health and everything.
That's
I mean,
saved.
that's what D&D Beyond is for.
Yes. I have,
Um,
I have the hex set and marked down so I can remember it. I'm gonna keep the same initiative order.
You probably need to write that down.
Yeah,
just in
you'll
case.
you'll definitely have to write that down because you'll lose it as soon as you close the board.
I'm taking a picture of it right now. All my stats and notes and everything. So,
On D&D Beyond, where does it show you your hit die? Or does it?
your health points?
When
no.
you do a short rest, it automatically takes care of your hit dice. So if you across the top, it's a share, short rest, long rest, and then campaign. If you click short rest, it'll tell you you're a war. Like in my case, it says warlock. Hit dice is 1d8 plus 1
Okay.
for a total of 3.
Okay.
So you just
Found it.
tick those boxes and then hit the take a short rest, and that will track how many you've used. And then you only get them back as you long rest.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, that was highly eventful, and I'm very glad to have got that done. That was great, guys.
That was
Good
fun.
first week.
How much did I railroad it?
What do you mean?
Did we do anything that like messed up your stuff? Like your plans?
Only one thing has been changed this evening from the original plan.
Well, that's not bad.
Is it us taking the key?
I'm not allowed to tell you
Yeah,
guys.
that's
what
called
it is.
spoilers.
But that was a good job for the key, the box.
Yeah.
So, otherwise, Nerd, I would like to speak to you for a second just on tips on DMing. Otherwise, we'll pick this up next week. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'll try not to be super tired and sleep in. Guys, we're going to go raid another Tailspire streamer.
I'll be right back. I'm going to say bye to my stream.
All right, let me get off. Later, guys.
See you
Later,
tomorrow.
man.